Good evening, one and all. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. It's time to jump into some more good old Warframe. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are doing well where you are around the world, and I hope you are looking forward to all the contents of this stream here. Welcome in, everyone. I see we've got Ray Nuver in the chat here. For those of you who missed it on Sunday, Ray made a certain request. A request that Ray has made a few times over. We had addressed and then D went and changed things. That was grand. But we're coming back to it because that is all about Specters. And this stream right here, this is the very start of the relaunch into those investigations, right on the cusp of the number update. It's almost as if I don't learn, Ray, isn't it? It's almost as if I don't learn. But here we are. We'll look into Specters once again, right on the cusp of another update, and see what we find, basically. See what we find. Now, for those of you unaware as to why Specters are a bit of a problem, oh hey, former. Why Specters are a little bit of a problem to investigate, well, if I just type in Spectre right here, it takes 8 hours to build a blueprint. 8 hours. And, I need to have full equipment first. And if I went ahead with that, the only way I'm going to get that sooner is to pay Platinum to rush it. On top of that, it doesn't update the Spectre loadout until the build completes, so it's either rush or wait 8 hours to test the next Spectre. And if I want to go back again, that means building another 8 hours again. It's it's not a cheap topic to look into, is it? But then neither was Ray's donation to QTCC, so you know what? Somewhat fair. Welcome, Lord Jibby. Hello there, Trick. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well yourself. Heavy time investment? Just a bit, Ray. Heavy time or heavy plat? And, well, I'll be honest, I'm impatient. So, probably the heavy plat. I mean, I'd be patient if it wasn't 8 whole hours between testing one thing, which, when you consider that other things happen in life, it's not just 8 hours, is it? 8 hours suggests, oh, but you could just build 3 per day and test 3 things a day. No, you can't. No, you can't. Alright, Ray, you take care. So, yeah. I know, Tom, I know. Now, the good news is we do have a lot of the information from last time I started looking at Specters. So, we can do all bits and pieces on that side. Betty throwing out a literal flex in the process. There we are, fair do. And I say, Ray's a god. I can't keep up with that donation. Yeah, a 1,000 Canadian dollar donation is kind of something, in it. That's a 4-figure donation. I'm fairly certain very few people are going to be seeing that coming through to QTCC. So, yeah, Ray definitely scoring god points on that one. In fact, for anyone who has not been paying attention to the whole Quest to Conquer Cancer and raising money through the whole team of Warframe, if I just have a quick look at the roster here, we're in 2nd place as a community, and we're closer to 1st than we are 3rd. As a community, we've raised $2,500.03. The next place is at 2,000, whereas 1st place is 2,791. So we are, as I say, closer to 1st place, which is incredible. It is incredible. Yeah, Ray, apparently you're not going to win that one on the fate of capital letters. Still using default levels? What do you mean default levels? I literally fashioned this one and modded, so whatever your meaning of default is wrong. You remember me running purple on levels? You are incorrect. The skin? I mean, Lord Chibi, at this point you can probably just look and see. I'm really not sure where you're going with this, so yeah. I'll just leave you to that one. But in any case, so as well, where did it go? Oh, scroll up. So I missed a spot. Ray's definitely MVP here so far. I mean, Ray's top donation. Let's not look over the fact that there have been a variety of people contributing, though. It's not just been Ray. No, in fact, I'm going to quickly go through that list that we have got here, because there have been a lot of people supporting it. Let me just make sure I've got this set up the right way around so I don't blind you all. Yes, I have. Good, good, good. It's on my list here. We have got Airsoft Sniper who's donated. We've got Ashley. We've got Renuva. We've got Esprit, Eliu,
Everyone's
Jazby.
favorite Ureli main is back in the tea lounge. Looking forward to Saturday. Smiley face.
Snake Raider, thank you very much for the resub there at tier 1. Welcome back into it. In fact, you're only 1 month away from the full pot as well. So Snake Raider, thank you very much for the 11 months right there. Really appreciate that. Cheers indeed. As I say, on the donations we've had to the Quest Concanto, we've got one here from Betty, from Dave McIsaac, Black Flash, Enhaim, Enhaim again, Steel Jaw, Enhaim again, Anonymous, Fork, Solancy, Schrotkopf, Somnol, aka Betty, Betty, they went on a bit of a spree. There was Flo, Catacosmos, Eliu, and Dire Betty, also known as Betty. You really notice when someone decides to bounce back a few times over when I read it out that way. But all the same, to everyone who has been part of that so far, thank you very, very much for supporting the Quest to Conquer Cancer, because it really does mean a lot and help a lot. And yeah, you guys are absolutely smashing it. Oh my god, wow. You really are. So thank you. So just glad it actually works today. No clue what's going on with it Saturday. Fair do. I'm streaming set. Do you mean the including your name somewhere, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Betty slips in so many under people's names, Fred. Sorry. Well, actually, no, not sorry. There you are. You get a credit as well. It happens. Enjoy it. Yes. No, it's been, I mean, we're not even halfway into the month. I originally expected set a goal, I should say, of 1,000, and Even before Ray stepped in, you guys obliterated that, so yeah. It's been incredible, the amount of support you lot have shown so far. We've still got the Saturday stream upcoming, which, yeah, has all the bells, ears, and skirts to it. Yeah. Anyway, Specters. So, quick show of hands in the chat. Who doesn't know what the hell your Spectre is used for? Who has no idea what I'm even on about with Specters? I'm hoping no one, but there might be some people here who have no idea what a Spectre actually is in the context of Warframe. And if so, that means I'll have to go through explaining that as well first. Is there anyone completely out of it? Cheers, Porfin. Whilst I wait for a response on that, I do have my little Spectre research notepad. Let's see. What? Oh my god, wow, I did have quite a few notes from last time, didn't I? I had quite a few notes. What? I've got random numbers here, testing details. Capital letters, this usually is a good sign in my notes. Spectre weapon damage scales with level. Spectre damage is affected by armor. Spectre uses base weapon. No progenitor bonuses. Oh, interesting, okay. Also says here, do not use Rubico or Fenwar. Felox and Astruc are okay. Fulmin, Tsar, Brammer and Bibonico are good weapons. Ah, thank you, Bastken. That is really helpful information. That is actually really helpful information. There we go. Christ, I got a lot of details. And it looks like this was done around the time that the Urali Spectre was doing nothing, because I just have a blank space next to Urali's name on this list. Good to know! Good to know. Actually, I'm just going to read all of these out for y'all. I'm just going to read out all the notes I've got on each of these Spectres here, because apparently I made brief notes on all of them. Use cases and things to test. Ash use case, none, question mark. Bladestorm maybe, but no stat stick, no ability bonus, no control, no spam. Oh, well, that's not good. That is not good. Atlas, petrifies on a long cooldown, long in capital letters, no stat stick. Banshee, poor crowd control and function, constantly wasteful use of fourth. Evidently I was a little bit pissed off with these Spectres. Lord should be wanting us to switch to some EDM whilst we do this. Alright, let's do that. Let me grab the EDM list and go. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Take that as complete. Alright, let's see then. Baruch, low crowd control, long cooldown. That's no good. Caliban has got 2 pluses on him. Defense strip bugged. And there's a lot of angry symbols after that. So, yeah. The bug was serious, and it was at that point there that the changes that came out just basically sunk the Spectre project. Let me fill you in on what that bug was, because there are going to be a lot of you here who are not here when I looked into it and discovered just how buggy it was. I mean, to explain first, let's get to Caliban. So, for those of you who are unaware, Caliban has a wonderful ability here, Fusion Strike. With default modding, which is what Spectres have, Fusion Strike will remove 50% of enemy armor. So if you summon a Spectre Caliban, and Caliban uses the Fusion Strike on an area, you expect those enemies to lose 50% of their armor. Everyone following so far? Should be pretty obvious. But then things got weird. You see, you can't actually physically see enemy armor. Certainly at the time I was testing, they didn't even have the armor symbol next to them. So we would have to shoot the enemy, find out how much damage we dealt, and then use the Caliban Spectre and shoot them again to see how much damage it increased, backtrack the calculation to figure out, okay, so how much armor did they have before and how much armor do they have now? Using math to solve a practical problem. And what I discovered is that when there was just myself testing solo, sure enough, he stripped 50% of armor. But when there were more people in the squad, Caliban stripped more armor. Much more. In fact, if I just run through the number here, when there were 4 people in the squad, we stripped 93.75% of the armor. 93.75% armor strip when there were 4 people in the squad. And it took a while to figure that out. Because by buffing the strength, we could get closer and closer to 100% armor strip, but it wasn't 100% armor stripping until we buffed Caliban Specter's strength by over 100%, and only then did we get a total armor strip. I'll go for you. This was before the armor strip changes. So that's when armor strip, every source of armor strip was actually multiplicative rather than additive. So if we were using power donations to buff it up, we would need to get to 4 power donations or 3 and the coaction drift mods to be able to give Caliban enough strength for a total armor strip. But with no strength bonus whatsoever, he was still acting with what appeared to be higher strength, but inconsistently. Wait, did he have more strength or didn't he? And as it turned out, the Caliban Spectre, when casting Fusion Strike, would apply the effect of Fusion Strike a number of times over simultaneously, equal to the number of people in the squad. I have no idea how that happens. I have no idea why that happens. It was actual insanity to just pour over the numbers, all the anomalous details we're getting, and realizing that was the line being drawn. Caliban Spectre was casting multiple times simultaneously based on the number of people in the squad. Hindsight variant slipping into the host version. I mean, Umbrella, you can throw out words all day long about it. The fact is, we don't have access to the code to see what the hell was even happening specifically. All we can see is that that thing was casting multiple times when it shouldn't. And those multiples were simultaneous, to the point they were invisible. That's all we saw. That's all we saw. So, yeah, it was wild to discover that. And then having the armor strip changes on top of it, I just went, Spectres can sit where they are for now. Is it fixed now? Good question. That's what we're going to be looking into. That is exactly what we're going to be looking into. And to assist with that, I am going to give this guy Rubico, so he's going to be too dumb to shoot. And do I have another weapon where they'll be too dumb to shoot with it? Latham has pretty bad accuracy, but I don't know how the stats will work out on that. What about... if I just give them a basic Vasto, they can't do much with that. Yeah. And then melee, definitely not something with slash. Zoris, they have no idea how to use the Zoris. That should be fine. Actually, no, I want something with a pure damage type that just doesn't get in the way. Would be ideal, to be quite honest with you. Cyber? No, it's got a load of other stuff. You know what, let's just hope they don't get in range. I'll go with the Zoris. Let's just hope they don't get in range to screw stuff up. What's a ticket? A ticket enters you into a raffle. What's a raffle? Exclamation mark raffle, that's what. Yeah, Spectres can't have none in these slots. I've done that before now. You have to equip something into each slot. Yeah. Unless they change that, which is entirely possible, but I'm going to err on the side of none of them. Just for now. My sanity requires it. Okay. Let's grab the Vapor Spectre. Just a quick shout. Everyone who is grabbing a ticket, even if you've already grabbed a ticket, can everyone please grab a ticket right now? I want you to spam the bot. I want to see absolute spam ticket requests. Because I want to see if we can stress test the hell out of this bot. Grab your tickets. I want us to stress the bot out. And then see if we're missing out on any names. I mean, so far, so good. Yeah, names are just rolling through at the moment. Bot is still replying. I'm impressed. Let's see. Ashley spelled it wrong, so that's why I just respond there. Gidlick's got it. Ogafrini got it. Yep. Responses there. It's Geo, yep. It's Geo again, yep. Conora, yep. Alright, cool. Yeah, the bot's handling. The bot is handling quite nicely. That is good. That is good. Alright, cool. That concludes our stress test. Also, now you all have tickets. It surprises me how much I have to actually ask you guys to enter a raffle sometimes. It really does surprise me. But there we are. Cool. Alright. Let's shove Caliban in here and see what we got. Hopefully something useful. Yeah, 20 plat to rush this. Ugh. I just threw an entire Warframe slot there. For science. Okay, and now to continue with the sides, I'm going to grab something suitable for testing. Let's go with the... no, not Rubico. Rubico has sniper combo. Damn it. If I go Nataruk, Nataruk should be safe for testing, I think. Yeah. Let me see if I have a empty build I can test with. That looks good to me. Cool, cool. 20% crit chance. That's fine. It's relatively low overall. Puncture might get in the way, but you know, we'll be fine. Should be fine for testing with that. I'm going to make it a bit stronger though. Give me some easier numbers to work with. Again, you'll get your plat back Saturday. I mean, I shouldn't. But there we are. Alright then. Vapor Specters, 178 of them. That's how much testing I've done. It just keeps on building them. Let's give this a whirl, shall we? I'll never do it, but you'd love if they rework rush cost to be close to the item's relative value. I think D don't have any reason to spend any time looking at that at all. Like, zero reason to look at rush cost. It's just not worth it to them. I think they should consider build times. Like, it might be worthwhile them doing an investigation to see how many players stop playing the game upon initiating their first Warframe construction or getting the blueprints for it. Like, how many players start building a Warframe, see the timer that pops up, and then just don't ever actually claim that Warframe from their foundry. They just don't come back. I'd be curious to know that kind of figure. They'll never tell us, but I'd be curious to know. Because that, I think, is a potential breakpoint for whether someone sticks with Warframe or gives up on it. Imagine grinding a frame for weeks and getting hit with a 3-day craft type. But that's it. You don't grind a frame for weeks, though. You really don't. And if you're grinding a frame for weeks, you're doing it wrong, quite frankly. But even in the earliest part of it, first you have to realise where you get a frame and how you do it, because it's not very intuitive that you have to keep doing the same mission over and over to get different parts from it. It does feel a bit odd. I didn't realise it straight away when I started playing. It wasn't clear to me. And then going through it, it's like, okay, cool, so I've got Rhino Part 1, 2 and 3, let's get them built. They're going to take 12 hours. No, is it 12 or 24? I forget. They take a while, basically next day. Now we got those. Okay, I need the Rhino blueprint, get that from market. Pay the credits for the blueprint. Oh, but I have to pay credits to build it again as well. Right, cool, got the credits. Run it. Oh, 3 days. 3 days. There's the infamous modding screen to kill new players. See, that one's a bigger thing to address, Kidlix. The whole modding is so integral to Warframe, that's huge to fix. That's huge to even consider. But build times are just a flat value. That's definitely something to consider. Like, when you have to consider that it is quicker to build Equinox Prime than Equinox. Rattle that in your heads for a moment. It is quicker to build Equinox Prime, not just easier to get hold of, depending on how you want to think about it, it is quicker to build the blueprints than it is the normal Equinox. That's kind of wild. That is kind of wild. Boss frame parts crawl to the circuit could run. I mean, the circuit is certainly an alternative option, and in fact, I am sure new players are coming in and have seen that as the primary means to get Warframes, and everything else is an alternative at that point. Especially as it was pitched as the new player entrance on release for a while. There you are. Let's grab a testing dummy. Let's grab an Exo-Goxtad Officer. Love testing on these things. First of all, let's see what kind of damage I get normally with some tap shots. 19! You know what? That's very easy to work with. Kind of staggering her a lot. There's a lot of impact blockage. But that is very useful. 19. Very easy to work with number. And I am using Steel Charge. Good, good, good. So that won't give any strength buffs out that don't need to be there. So, first test. Does the Caliban Spectre give us approximately double damage? Oh wow, it actually hit with the Rubico. That's unusual. Okay, cool. 37, yep. We went from 19 to 37, so that is roughly a 50% armor strip on a very high armor creature. So, creature, you can tell they're playing some MTG. Second one, full armor strip. So good, the Specters are using the updated armor strip equations. That's good. I know it's been a while since that armor strip was added to the game, but it's still good to know that they're actually doing it correctly. Still very good to know. They're still terrible with a sniper. Look at this. Look at this freaking moron right here. I mean, what even are these shots? Specters need to aim! Come on! I mean, this is embarrassing. I wonder, are you going to run out of ammo? I don't actually know if these guys have ammo. How many shots are in the Rubico? Can someone look it up real quick? How many... Never mind. Never mind. Don't need to look it up. I just saw the symbol. He ran out. Well. So yeah, the thing is, what just happened there is, well, what happens with the Rubico? That's not actually a feature of Specters. That is a feature of the Rubico. I need you to stop, my guy. Come on over here. Hello? Hey. Jeez. Fucking jump scare. Now he started shooting again there, so I don't know where he got some new ammo from. Maybe they regenerate it. But yeah, if I just kind of stand roughly here, I mean, I'm hitting. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it's doing then. Where is it pointing? Is it pointing at the head? Nope. Pointing. It's got to be pointing at the feet then, surely. Because if I point at the feet, I can get a similar result. I've got a slower fire rate because I've got critical delay on. But yeah, if I aim at the feet, I get a similar result. Now, aiming for the thighs, look at that, that's bang on. I'm going to get enough shots hit there that it's not that. The reason I think it's possibly the feet is because that could be where the model's, like, location point is. Because my understanding is that to represent a model, an entity in Warframe, we've got its hitbox, but we've also got its location, which the hitbox is then placed around. Think like when placing a decoration is just a control point of it. And I think that point is probably going to be at its feet. And then the Spectre's aiming for that point. That would be my guess. Model origin, that's the word, origin, yeah. So I would guess the model origin is probably about there. And that's where the Spectre is aiming. That would be my guess, based on observations here. Either that or just Spectre's really even worse than I thought. Man's still going for it. Man's still going for it. This is impressively bad. That's all it takes. Just do it. Alright, okay. Now, I didn't actually see him use his Fusion Strike at any point after the second. Let's head over here. Yeah, he just uses Fusion Strike. Even though he wasn't in range, he tried aiming it. It wasn't going far enough, so he used one Fusion Strike. Here comes another Fusion Strike. He's out of ammo, so he's going to look like a little lemon. But it's fine. So Fusion Strike field is still up at the moment. Oh, there we are. New Fusion Strike. Now she's got no more armor. I want to see if he uses Fusion Strike anymore. I want to see if he ever uses Fusion Strike again now. Because my theory is that this Spectre is smart enough to see when there is no armor on its enemies. It might be smart enough to recognize only to use Fusion Strike when its target has armor. That's my theory. Does Fusion Strike do with shields as well? Again, I forget. Caliban is such a non-entity to me a lot of the time. Does it look like he wants to use Fusion Strike again? Never mind. Never mind. I don't know what changed, but now we're firing it off twice. Okay, what was this about? Myth busted. Range changed? Maybe? Maybe it's to do with range? Seemed pretty close before, which I thought was controlled at F4, but I guess not. If we stand back a bit, yeah, I guess it is range. Has to have at least some distance to it. Okay. So if we stand right up close to it, we're suggesting it's just not going to do it anymore. Man, you are so bad at shooting. How? How? Must be aiming at the feet. For these kinds of shots, he must be aiming at her feet. It's got to be a 0-0 origin issue. No. I mean, Caliban may be getting better with the update to shields, because you'll also be able to have more hit points and shields and recharge them faster. And by getting that recharge faster, you can then benefit more from the Conquilus and everything else. I'm looking at so many of the hits. They're all looking around about this spot. Like, that one went completely wild, granted. I'd have to see if I can spot the bullet hole from when he does that. Oh yeah, yeah, there's bullet hole. Yep, he definitely hit that one. Right there. There is a lot of variance on this guy. There is a lot of variance on this guy, but yeah, it does seem to be that he needs a little bit of distance to use Fusion Strike, and he's not smart about it. He'll just use it. So never mind then. Never mind. That's just, yeah. Now I have spawned in... He's level 1. Level 1? Oh, it's a Simulacrum level 1 as well. Hold on. So now I've spawned in an enemy. No, I spawned in the enemy first, before him. Why is he level 1? So is there no way to get the Simulacrum to not level 1? That is... Hold on. Let's spawn in a new one. Just see if it changed anything. Nope, definitely level 1, despite having a level 190 enemy. Pretty sure Specters level 1? You're pretty sure about that? Okay. Insomniac Gaming Theatre is pretty sure about this. Not 100% sure, we'll give them the credit, but they are pretty sure, which is still quite a high claim. Let's see what happens. Somebody at Gaming Theatre thinks that all of them are level 1s. Let's go to a definitely not level 1 mission and do some science. Let's do some very quick science here because I got Specters to burn.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marine stationed here.
Level 33. Insomniac Gaming Theatre. What made you pretty sure? Was it evidence? Seeing something? Or did the idea come to you in a vision? What made you pretty sure? Because, yeah, no, that's never been the case. Specters always take on the level of the mission, the current level of the mission. Which is why I was so surprised with the Simulacrum being only level 1, despite its setting level the enemy spawning. So, yeah. Double check your pretty sures before you pretty sure them. Just saying. Alright. Well, at least we verified that myth. Any difference between Warframe and Specters their level? In terms of the 10 Spectre blueprints, yes. So if we just go Spectre real quickly here. So the Vapor Spectres spawn at the level of the mission. And then for the other ones, I believe the Phase Spectre is, I want to say 3 levels higher? Force is 5 and Cosmic 10. That's, I'm guessing. Well, see, there you are then, Insomniac. If you don't account for your variables, that will do it. 2, 5, and 10 is it? Ah, okay, not 3, 5, 10, 2, 5, 10. Cool. Now the problem with that is, of course, that well, you're spending these resources here. You're spending per Spectre 750 salvage and 500 ferrite per Spectre on the basic one. For plus 2 levels, like it's an amazing difference.
What is this? An ad. Let's fix that.
I mean, that is the correct way to fix that, Andrew. Absolutely. Thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome in 15 months. That's amazing. Thank you very much for your support there. Continuing on the channel, Andrew. And yeah, a very good way of getting rid of ads on the channel for a month. Oh, Liv, is it actually plus 3? Oh, damn, I remembered it right then. Fair enough. Alright, but yeah, if we go down to these, for plus 2 levels, you're only building 5 Spectres rather than 10, despite it still being the same 8 hours. The cost in credits is double, but it's credits, who really cares about that? But now, on top of the salvage and ferrite, actually ferrite's gone, so now nanospores, alloy, and polymer bundles. And as much as the salvage comes down a little bit, it doesn't come down enough to account for the reduction in number of phase Spectres. So it's more resources. But it's still only a bit of resources here or there. I mean, I've got 4.5 million nanospores, it's fine, right? So then we come over to the 4 Spectre. Now we're down to 3. The polymer's gone up, the alloy is the same. Plastids have now rocked in, and circuits have rocked in. Plastids I only have 200,000 of. Holy. So if I built this one 200 times over, I'd be running dry. Which then brings us to the Cosmic Spectre. You only get one of these. 500 circuits, 1,000 plastids, a gallium, and then for some strange reason, nanospores come back. Not sure why the nanospores pop in for the level 2 and then come back for level 4. It's a thing. It's a mystery. But it means that you can spend 8 hours building 1 Spectre for 10 extra levels on it. Or you can spend that same time building 10 Spectres at an absolute fraction of the price. I mean, that's just better. 10 levels really does not make that much of a difference. Especially when the only thing it seems to affect, aside from their hit points, is the damage output. That ain't grand. That ain't grand. I've tested for accuracy on high levels. They don't get more accurate. Oh, Predator's wanting us to switch over the music. Sure, let's do that. I tried to get it before the beat there. Wasn't quite quick enough. Oh well. But there we are then. So, that was the Caliban Spectre test number 1. Now I want to do the test number 2. And for that, I'm going to need someone's help. I'm going to need someone to join on in. So, just one person, send me a message in-game, the Kengineer, so I can bring you on into the squad. I need one other person to just stand next to me to see if the Caliban Spectre is still broken. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Just exist in the squad. Liv Blair has decided they wish to exist. Come on in. Am I intending to do a video on Specters soon? Probably. Ray did very kindly ask that I look further into them. When I say kindly asked, he also donated $1,000 to QTCC at the same time, so you know what. I'm willing to listen for a bit. Alright then. Let's take Liv and I straight into the ballroom simulacrum. Robot saying, some people seem to think that the level of Spectre uses more abilities the higher the level. Well, some people can start some peopling themselves into some peopledom and basically actually demonstrate things. Because the problem with some people is that you never find out who these some people are. Why does some people think the Kuva Brahma's bad? Why does some people hate Lavos? Why does some people not want to, you know, just enjoy life? Why does some... I don't care, quite frankly. Sorry, I'm going on a rant here, Robot. You don't deserve this. It's not at you. It's at some people. I've seen it like 1,000 times on Reddit just in the last day or so. Title starting off, why do some people? Oh my god, some people. Or some variant thereof. Who cares who some people are? Name them specifically, or they don't matter. Seriously. Anyway, sorry, rant. Yeah. At the end of the day, if you come across someone making a claim and they can't back up the claim, just make the opposite claim. Literally just make the opposite claim. What are they going to do? Say, no, I'm right. Okay, well, I'm right. Now where are we at? If you typing on Twitter, Zitter, whatever you want to call it, or Reddit, can be just as clear a post, just as well founded as the post you're coming across, the post's nothing. The post is nothing. Oh, alright. Shezbot said, I wonder if inviting players straight to Simulacrum will impact the Caliban Spectre differently from partying up before you start the mission. Shezbot, seeing as there are very few circumstances where you can invite people in after a mission starts, generally, I'm going to skip around that. It's an idea, but we'll just see what we get from this for now, you know? I just want the Spectre to not sap all the armor straight away. That'd be great. Please. Okay. Full armor. Do the thing. Ah! Why? No! DE, please explain. Oh, I hoped it didn't carry over. I mean, it's a buff, but like, shit. Okay, cool. Are the bullets busting through? Oh no, the bullets are just missing. You can see the bullet holes all around here. The bullets are just missing. This is why you don't give Spectres the Rubico. Look at that. You can see the shots glowing as they hit the wall over here. Don't give them... Because they don't aim, so it is just hip fire. And I mean, with my accuracy, you can see how wide that is. Okay. So. Yeah. Spectres seem to be multicasting. Now, my question is, do all Spectres multicast? Do all abilities get multicast by Spectres? Which leads me on to the next question. How do I find that the fuck out? How? The reason I'm giving him the Rubico is so that he can't hit it loads and kill it too quickly. It's intentional to give him something he can't use, but yeah. How? Let's see. I'm looking through my notes on previous Spectre testing here. I love how next to Wukong, my note on Wukong is just no. Apparently Wukong was a terrible Spectre. So that's a thing. Now if Necros uses Terrify, good point. Yeah, Necros. Does it use Terrify? Necros, my note is nothing useful, no Desecrate or Shadows. But Ken of the past, did Necros use Terrify? Oh, did Terrify get buffed? It might have been really bad before the armor update, so it might have been buffed. Could be better now. In fact, some crowd control potential. Frost. Frosty, Frosty, Frost. Frost could be the one to test. Because Frost 1 doesn't have a timer on it, whereas Terrify does, Frost has a base of 60%. That's good. Let's use Frost. Because Frost is a permanent one, we'll be able to see it more clearly. So, oh yeah, I already selected Frost. Must have just clicked him. Alright then. For the second time today, let's throw away some platinum. Bop. How's my Wednesday going? It's going. No, it's fine. I did get up rather late today. I have I need to figure out what's going on with my sleep pattern and
you are a true
get more control over it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, what's Octavia use? Resonator? Let me see. Where are my notes on Octavia? Octavia, poor use of abilities, bad placement, and control. Well, that's not a good start, is it? That's my notes on Octavia. I have very slim notes on all of them because, quite frankly, going through that many Warframes was a bit of murder. I want you guys to do the math on this. I know I usually do the math, but this is simple multiplication. You can handle it, okay? 20 platinum to rush the blueprint, and there are roughly 50 frames to test. I think you all can figure out that number. 20 platinum, roughly 50 frames, little bit of multiplication, what do you get? Too many, yes. Yes, Cosmo, too many. That is the correct answer, well done. Okay. Okay. I see that Liv has joined in on the frosting. Fair do. I've got corrosive projection on. Let me fix that real quickly. Do not want to have any corrosive projection right now. That could potentially mess up the deets. Let's go enemy radar. That doesn't hurt anyone. Have I got anything else on that could screw anything up here? No. None of that looks problematic. Okay, cool. Okay, so neither of us have a concerning feature. We should be fine. If I bring out one Spectre, do you strip the armor in one cast of Avalanche? Well, first of all, that was not Avalanche. Please use Avalanche. Still not Avalanche, but you hit. Well done. Avalanche. Nope, that is not Avalanche. Keep trying. You'll figure it out, Frosty. Nope, that was also not Avalanche. Please cast Avalanche. Okay, wow. Look at that. Not a total armor strip. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that hard. Okay, we're onto something though. We're onto something. So, we just want to see him cast it again. And if he casts it again, do we get a total armor strip? Because it should be down to 40% right now. Did it strip any armor? The shield icon's bugged, so don't look at that. It should update live, Bradley. Should do. In any case, with or without, there's still armor here. Just use your 4 again, dude. Please use your 4 again. Are people almost dead? I'm not having any issues with the servers at the moment, no. Can't help you on that, sorry. It's the level they spawn at, Mornings TV. It's a level they spawn at. Frost, come on! Come on, don't be shy. Fourth ability. You used it a moment ago. You can use it again. We just want to know if you're multicasting it. That's all. Or casting it at all, for that matter. Just use it. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Here we go. Total armor strip. Okay, cool. So Frost isn't multicasting, Caliban is. Well, that's just more confusing, actually. Okay. Okay, so what do we make of that? Do I plan on testing various weapons and mods with Specters and or On-Call Crew? On-Call Crew are their own separate thing. On-Call Crew don't have abilities overall, aside from like self-heal stuff, and they use modded weapons rather than base weapons with level scaling, so they're a completely different topic to cover. Does this mean we have to test every armor strip? It means that Specters act differently, and it means that Caliban may be the one issue. It may just be a Caliban issue. Now, just as a matter of course, this is really, really unlikely, but just as a matter of course, if I grab my Caliban right now, my own Caliban, me, and I grab a, what is even that? Okay, I grab a 100% build, that's fine, whatever. Spectre, sit still. If I head on over to this, I shouldn't one-shot its armor. Because I have 100% strength, which means a 50% armor strip. Liv, we're going into a normal mission. We're going to see if this is a simulacrum bug or a gameplay bug that has somehow missed everyone by everyone just modding Caliban in the first place. Liv, we're going into a mission. We're going to go Steel Path, so I don't accidentally kill them with the ability itself. We're going to go to Exterminate on Adaro. So we'll find some nice lovely Grineer there. And we'll see if maybe it's not Specters that were bugged this entire time, but just literally everyone missed a Caliban bug. Please be a simulacrum bug. Please. Please just be a simulacrum bug. Because then we can at least just turn to D and go, yo, Sim's broken, fix please. Rather than, hey everyone, we missed Caliban having a multiplayer buff.
Your weapons make music.
2 in the squad.
And the enemy calls for a song.
Enemy spotted. No! I don't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to acknowledge it. I'm hiding in a corner. How have we missed this? Well, I suppose when he was released, it was the old armor system. So people wouldn't have noticed it unless they were using, what's it, Power Donation. And who would use a full squad of Power Donations with Coaction Drifts to buff your Caliban up when he could just mod for it? So of course we wouldn't have noticed. And everyone then just mods Caliban for full armor strip, because why wouldn't you? This is unreal. Is this a practical joke from DE? Is this his adaptation ability? He adapts to the number of people in the squad. Right, look, no armor. Oh, no energy. Shit. Right, you got combated, ignoring you. No armor. Yeah, no armor. Oh my god. Right, we're done here. I'm leaving before I die. How's he full strip exactly? More players means full. Just one extra player now. Need to do 50% strength 4-man squad. Good shout, Chronosia. Good shout. Let's do that. We need 2 more people. And we need to break the game. Here we go. Strength. You didn't have anything on growing power. Liv, please switch to a setup that is not using any kind of power buffing whatsoever, please. I know that didn't have an effect here, but please remove it. Anything else. Bring Revenant with nothing attached. You can use Mesmer Skin and just hide in a corner. Right. So, overextended. Do I have a slightly down ranked overextended? I do not. Okay. So, overextended will have to do. That brings me to 40%, and then I need 10% strength from somewhere. Where am I going to get 10%? There we go. That's cursed. That is cursed. But it is a 25% armor strip. Next question, does Caliban get more strength if you have minions out? We can test that in a bit as well. I was about to say I doubt it, but then I realised that that makes no sense in the current circumstances. So we will see, won't we? We will... Right, I need one more person to join the squad, please, so that we can test together. See if we all lift together. Loot detector, energy... I love how I ask you to go for no strength buffs and you go for the no strength frames. I love it. Absolutely love it. We need one more Loki in the squad. Loki Prime if you're a special person, but if you've not got that power, normal Loki is fine. We need one more Loki in the squad so we can test this. Please ignore the terrible modding on Caliban. It's intentional. I swear to God, if DE turns around and says, oh yeah, this was intended the entire time, we wondered when someone would notice. Well, there's got to be someone online. There's 189 people losing their minds right now. Surely one of you is already in the game. There we go. Voshka, come on in. Now we'll have a full test. Am I alright? No, I'm half left. We're testing? Testing stuff. Daft question, daft answer. Oh, failed to join session. Well, let's try that again. Hey, there we go. And there's always one. Oh, wait, never mind. There we go. Corrosive projection, please. We'll need that switched over to something else. Enemy radar will be fine. Loot detector will be fine. Not corrosive projection, thanks. Does need just one teammate to strip? With 100% strength, yes. Energy siphon, wonderful. There we go. We got three different, no, two different ores. I've got nothing. Cool. Loki's sit back, relax, and observe as Caliban demonstrates that he has been better than we ever understood. What do I have against Mesa? Mesa is not Loki right now. Two of us were Loki, so we're going Loki. We're specifically running without strength for the fun of it. God, Rain, what have you done to us?
Make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
We have opponents with armor. We have opponents with armor. Second cast. No armor. Interesting. Ooh. It needed 2 casts. Even though we got 4 people in the squad. Very interesting. Okay. Alright, we need to clean up. Because these ones all have no armor now and they'll never get it back. So let's just get rid of these ones. Who the hell is Golden Instincting? And how the frick did you find something on this random mission? I don't know, whatever. Let's clean up down here because we need ones with armor. And that's not these guys. See, hip fire does work. Stay close, stay in affinity range. Just on the off chance that's relevant. So Chronosia, I need you here. Cool, cool. Was it affinity range? Or did I just miss the first time? It's possible I just missed the first one? Surely it's not affinity range. I mean, surely. Surely. Alright, let's clean up everything here that has armor. Which is going to be a lot of stuff, by the way. So, no, it has no armor. There's still some stuff on the map. Where is it? Oh. There we are. Okay. Alright, we're going to do another test in affinity range. All three of you stay in affinity range, please. All three stay with me. Don't know how I didn't fall off that. Fully armor stripped. Okie dokie. Let's clean up the area of anything that's got no armor left. This time I want I want just one of you to go back the way we came. Chronosia. Chronosia, go back the way we came, please. I'm assuming Chronosia is still listening. Yes, they are. Good, good, good. Alright, cool. So we'll have Liv in range, we'll have Vosh in range. I'll wait for that affinity marker to go. Yep, just all the way out of affinity range. Keep running until you're no longer even remotely close to me. I'm not trying to get rid of you or anything, I'm just trying to get rid of you. Sorry, that one saw us. That one also saw us. Okay, cool. So Chronosia is out of range. We've got armored dudes over here. Nope, strip the armor. Okay, it's not affinity range. I just missed the first one, didn't I? Okay. Right, let's take this to a new test then. I'm going to go out of range of everyone. So everyone else stay back. I'm going to go off on a little jaunt. Just having a fun little field trip on my own. Caliban's adapting to the solo life. No, that's definitely a total armor strip in a single cast. With 50% strength. Maybe the carrier's helping, carrier's not. Because otherwise it would have helped earlier when I was alone. Okay, so it's not a tie to affinity range the first time. I just missed somehow. Not sure how that happened, to be quite honest with you. Oh, I need energy. But yeah, with 50% strength, Caliban is getting a total armor strip. So we're going to do a retest with no one in the squad, just to be no, one person less in the squad. In fact, let's live test during the mission. Voshk, I'm going to volunteer you this time. Voshk, if you could please abandon the mission. We're never going to complete it anyway, so just give up on us. Wait, it looked like I shot a bit. But didn't get the clip. Never mind. Oh well. Alright then. With 3 people in the squad now let's see what happens. Now let's see if I can still total armor strip with my 50% strength Caliban. No! No! I didn't! And if I recast on these same ones, armor is stripped. There we are! The science is complete. It live updates to number of people in the squad as well. There we are. What's going on, Mess of Legend? We've discovered that Caliban here... Oh, let me just get rid of that guy. He's going to screw my day up. We've just discovered that Caliban here multicast his fusion strike At least in terms of armor strip, based on the number of people in the squad. In fact, do I see a difference in damage? 100 odd damage there. Oh, I don't know how I'd test that, to be quite honest with you. This is just stupid. Total armor strip? Total armor strip? Did I have a zone already up or something? I didn't have a zone already up, did I? I mean, I might have. He did spawn in pretty rapidly. Why is he just stood there? I'm right here. Others are invisible, but I'm right here, you idiot. Nope, he is insistent on going for someone who is invisible.
Cat ears and Saturday the Gun 18 Pete Covet.
Splinter013, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime. Whilst I just put the misery into misery here. I can't wait for the maid outfit and get ears on Saturday. Ah, well, okay, sure. Ow! That was weird. Anyway, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime onto 2 months there now. Appreciate it. And Massive Legend as well with the Prime, subscribing now on 4 months. Thanks both of you there. Appreciate you with your returning support to the channel. Thank you very much on that. Alright, I think we're done with the testing in this mission. I think we are done with the testing here, so let's dip out. Let's just dip from that. Why does this work? How would I know why? Someone's coded something incorrectly. That's what I'm getting. So is it the armor stripper problem or the armor buffing from Caliban? What armor buffing from Caliban? Caliban doesn't offer an armor buff. Okay, so I sent Voshk out of squad. So Voshk, I hope you're still around to join back in. His passive does not give armor. It gives damage reduction in an adaptation style manner, which is completely different. It's not armor. Wholly different thing.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
Okay, so we're going to go back into the simulacrum again now. Now that we've verified it happens in missions as well as sim, we can work with the sim some more. And I want to see if I can find out if he is multicasting it, or if it's just applying that effect multiple times. Which is a subtle difference. Yeah, Infrax, it makes some kind of sense that the Acolytes would target one thing, and it just goes to show that they ignore invisibility, but act like they don't ignore it, rather than actively going, oh, I've lost track of him, guess I'll go to someone else. So it looks like it's a symptom of them cheating, innit? Anyway. Yeah, this is quite the spaghetti here, isn't it? What's the difference? So the difference, Cosmo, is if he is actively multicasting, I will see either higher damage or multiple instances of damage. If it's single casting and then the zone itself is armor stripping more, then I know that there's not the extra damage, it is a bug with the zone that spawns. So that's what I'm verifying there. You enjoy Caliban? I might be making your Caliban even better after this, who knows? At least until they bug fix it. Gotta use his wand to see if his power strength is getting multiplied by squad size, but it's not his power strength I think is getting increased, it's the casting of the ability that's getting increased. In fact, no, I know it's not his strength, because on previous testing where we had these issues prior to the armor changes, it wasn't tied to strength. It was definitely a cast count issue, or application count issue. So it's not strength. The strength detail we're working with here is just to show that it is 4 people having an effect as well. 4, 3, and 2 all have the effect. Yeah, basically, what we're seeing here is it ability multi-shot, or just the zone multi-procking? Is it his 3 that does armor? Cosmic, I just told you, he has nothing about armor. What? Cosmic, let me help you out for a moment, because clearly you're not hearing things. This does damage, it's shit. This will grant damage vulnerability to enemies, lifts them up, and is mostly a bit pants. This spawns in sentience, they will also give you shields, and this will strip the armor of enemies. And shields for that matter. None of this buffs armor! Thank you. Right then. Engine spawned 1 enemy. That took a moment to load. Don't you start getting slow on me now. Okay, test number 1. With all 4 people in the squad, are we still getting the total armor strippage? Wait, where did someone go? I just, there's like 75% no right, so we haven't got 4 in this. Where did, who the, Liv! Ah! Damn it, Liv! You got disconnected? Is that why it lagged on loading up the Exogoxad officer? You crashed because I spawned an enemy. Is that what happened? You got kicked out of the squad by me spawning enemies. Surely not. We don't need yet more things to go wrong, please. One bug at a time. One bug. Not allowed. Yes, it could do Infested Ravager. That is further on in the testing I want to go through here. We're setting the baseline, make sure things are working, which it didn't. Live crashed, so good thing I did that test. Alright, enemy spawned. We all still here? We all still alive? Okay, cool, good. Test number 1B. Yeah, full strip now. So 3 people, no strip. 4 people, full strip. Sorry, not no strip. 3 people, 75. 4 people, full. Okay. Who's going to do the report to DE? Probably me. Because this is going to need comprehensive information for them. Like, to help them really find this one, this is going to need to be comprehensive. Or at the very least, get them to announce it's intended. So, now we've got that verified. Next, I want to verify if we are getting multi-hits. And that's where things... Actually, before we dive onto that, do one of you 3 have Caliban? Or any of you 3? If so, I would like you to bring out an unmodded Caliban. Oh, Liv's going for it. Excellent. So we're going to test now with unmodded. And it's fine being just unmodded. If Liv can 100% armor strip. You subsumed him. Okay, we'll get a new one. Oh, God's sake. Does anyone in this squad, other than me, still own Caliban? Kuroji doesn't. Liv doesn't. Voshk? No. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're going to need you, ICGO. Liv, as your game is the only one to have crashed so far, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Please leave the squad. I'll bring in ICGO. But thank you for your help so far. Your part is done here, Liv. Alright then. ICGO, send me a message when you're ready, please, and I'll bring you on into the squad. Ice cold? Absolutely. Science don't care for feelings, unless your science is feelings. Ah. We'll do, just finish the mission. Alright, cool. We'll give you just a sec there, ICGO. Whilst we're waiting on that, I'm going to grab some other information then, with a 3-person squad. That took a moment. Did we lose someone? No. Okay. So with 3-person squad, let me just quickly check how much damage do I deal here. 9. I think that said 3. I'm just going to quickly retest that before we bring in Salanti there. Oh, that zone. Oh, that zone is still in effect. Ah, balls. So that armor strip still. Whoopsies. I need a new one. Okay. Let me just check again. 9. 3. Yeah, definitely 9-3. Cool, cool. So now let's bring in Salanti. Thank you, Richard, but I have no idea how I actually pronounce that. I'm going to bring in Salancy as the, well, moderator in the chat for starters. So let's get rid of the old one. There we go. Ah, this is going to be wild. Most people say reuse or Hegel. It's supposed to be a reuse? Okay, reuse. Let's go with that. And Warframe is freezing? Don't you dare. Right then. You got your Caliban. Looking good. Is it completely unmodded? I mean, it's looking pretty unmodded. Not gonna lie. So, completely. Excellent. With your completely unmodded Caliban, please fusion strike the 11OCT23 officer. This is where we find out just how long the Twitch delay is. Okay, did that reach? That did not reach. Congratulations, you have the intelligence of a Spectre. Would you please come up to the... come up to it and then do it. He's going to say he's got no energy now. Yep, he's got no energy now. Called it. Here we go. Excusez-moi. And again, please, Salancy. He's got to go get more energy. You missed again! Aim at the feet, you... Actually a Spectre. You missed! Aim! How are you this bad? Bro! Bro, come on. I want to be kind, but I can't. Yeah. There we go. Second cast, full armor strip. Okay, cool. So. Ooh, okay. Ooh. HDR, I'm taking it as trade for all the joy you're going to get out of Saturday. Okay. Made the mistake of aiming for the body, apparently the wrong move. Yeah, no shit. As someone pointed out in chat, if you acted like a Spectre, it would have been better, because then you would have aimed at the feet. We're all good, we're all good. Okay, so we're going to redo the test now that Salancy has learned how to aim, just to be absolutely certain on this. Just to be absolutely certain. So, Salancy, go ahead. Zap number 1. We'll wait for the zone to clear and do that again. No, I said we will wait for the zone. You're enjoying this, aren't you? I'm speaking specifically to Salancy right now. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Delay? I didn't even... Frickin'... Do you even see what's happening in front... This guy. Okay. Okay, whose dog is this? Salancy, can we remove the random variables? Can everyone who has a non-sentinel companion please just take it off? Thank you. Better with you. Goddamn dogs doing this. Goddamn shots. Ah. I go through a lot to test on this game. I go through a lot. Yeah, it turns out people usually equip companions that do good things. And so when you come into the simulacrum, those companions try to do good things. Who knew? Chronosia? Chronosia, can you please remove the corrosive projection? As much as I may be laughing and whoring at all of this, Lutz, can you... And that's H-A-W, by the way. Can you not? Thanks. There we are. Okay, I'm going to resummon a new one now. Alright. Salansi, if you would kindly, with your 100% strength Caliban, aim at the feet. And it was a total strip. Okay, so I don't know what happened the first time. So, Gidlix, just, you're spelling it wrong, it's that, and just Google it for the information. Again, what do you mean again? Why would we need to do it again? It's got no armor. Look at it. Can you see that it has no armor? Surely you can see that it has no armor. Surely you can see that, please. Tell me you can see that. True, but still beam go... Motherfucker, the next time I see you, I'm slapping you. Does the beam itself not armor strip? Nebula, I'm not sure you understand your question that you're even asking. So I'm going to ask you to reconsider how the ability works and think it through, especially considering the fact you must have missed this on arriving at some point later into the stream, but especially considering that with one person in the squad, it doesn't armor strip fully. So I'm not sure exactly what question it is you think you're asking there. But at best, it's a fundamental misunderstanding of the ability, sorry. Okay. So I have a thought here. I have a thought about what might happen. And it depends on whether or not Salansi is just bad at aiming. Salansi, could you please exit the mission? I'm going to need you to exit, and then I'll invite you back in straight away. Is there really anyone who knows how to play Caliban anyway? I thought I did. I really did think I knew. And then, well, this happened. So what I'm testing here is to see if I'm bringing him back with an already spawned full armor Exogoxel officer, if something goes wrong on his casting on it. Something other than a total armor strip. And now that we know that he knows how to aim with it, we should be able to get a clear test. Should being the operative word. So he's going to make sure he's a lot closer than that. There we go. And zap the feet. That is close enough. You can do it from there. Total armor strip. Okay, cool. Right. There we are. So, where we're at so far, the total armor strip is happening both for host and for client. The strength is connected to the ability, and we appear to be then multicasting it in some way. So what we need to verify now is the extent to which we multicast. Is it a true multicast, or is the damage still only happening once? Now to test that, that's where it gets really problematic. You see, I'm going to need to hit the enemy in a way that I could see on its hit points sufficiently if I've casted a damage once or multiple times over. How has this gone from Spectre to Caliban? Because Caliban Spectre is important because of its armor stripping capability, but we need to understand exactly what's going on with it to then see if that Spectre is bugged or if Caliban is bugged, and to what extent, and how we can use that, and how we can expect it to go away. It's a crucial part of it. And this could be indicating more things going on behind the scenes in how ability casts can be linked to numbers of people in the squad. We want to see to what extent it's all happening. This particular test on if it is the multicast of the ability or multicast of just the zone would indicate then could there be other ability being multicasted, or if it's just the zone, then maybe it's just the zone that is bugged. So that's where all the information kind of comes together. Now this says it does a damage 2,500. But there is a second damage instance. So I'm going to quickly ask the wiki what it thinks about that instead. Because I know that is not the entire information right there. Wiki says, per stream 5,000 blast, and then explosion 5,000 blast. Okay, it's 2 instances of the same amount of damage. Curious, it's not what I saw earlier. In fact, it's so much not what I saw earlier, it might indicate... Oh, we might be on it. We might be on it. Okay, cool. What is... Everyone else hold fire and exist for a moment. Can you not turn on friendly fire? Why would I want to turn on friendly fire? Anyway. So Lancy, could you please kindly not be in the way of the shot? Thank you. Just anywhere but where I'm sciencing. Thank you. Cool. So, I'm going to pay very careful attention to it. 9 and 3, I think that was. Damn. Not the numbers I was hoping for. Not the numbers I was hoping for. Let me change damage numbers to make this a little bit easier to see. Not a bit. Damage numbers. There we go. You have a bit there, I assure you. Don't worry, it's fine. My turn to forget about energy. Alright. Oh, it's 9 and 8. Okay, never mind. Not 9 and 3, 9 and 8. And now it should be a lot more. 2,500. Oh, no, that was behind it. Wait, is there a radius? Sorry, a fall off on the ability explosion? There's a fall off on the oh, that's cheap. That is cheap. There's a fall off on the explosion for an ultimate ability with a limited amount of damage in the first place? Come on. That's just unnecessary. Does it even say that on the ability card? Don't bloody say it. Thanks. Alright, okay. What are we testing? My sanity. Okay, so what we saw there is that with the armor stripped, when the beam crosses it, or taps it, we see 2,500. And then less because I was aiming behind it from the explosion. So that's good. That's good. So now what we're going to do is reduce the number of people in the squad. Let's see. It is Chronosia's turn to leave squad. They're the only person who's not been kicked out of the squad so far. So Chronosia, thank you very much for your contributions. It is time for you to depart. Lovely little wave on the way out. Okay, cool. I realise I may have missed a beat in the testing and might need to bring them back. Stick around. I'll reinvite you if needs be. Okay. So if I do the zap... Yeah, definitely same damage numbers visually. That's good. And then... Second cast. full armor strips because we're down to 3 people, so that is good. And then 2500, 2500. Yep. Cool. All right. So that is working as expected so far. So now what I'd like to get is an enemy which has. Let me think. How much? I want an enemy that if I hit it with a single cast of Fusion Strike, it shouldn't die. But if I cast with if I were to cast it multiple times, the enemy would die. That's what I want to see. I need an enemy of that caliber. So 2500 blast damage. I call it 5000. I've got enough people, so I can go with 5000. So I need something the right level and everything. That 5000. Yeah, Butcher should be just fine. Like, we're armor stripping, but we don't need to worry about the amount of armor. So let's see. I'm just going to go to Wiki real quick. So their ferrite armor actually does provide them with a damage reduction to blast. So I'm going to switch to Onairu, whereupon I can strip their armor first and make sure I'm dealing with just the health component. I need their health to be, what was it? About 5000, which I should get from a level 83, 4909. No, let's go a little bit higher. Here we are, 87. I'll do an level 87. Butcher at level 87 will have just over 5000 hit points. Which means... Oh, not Steel Path. So what this means is that if I am single casting it, he will take a lot of damage but survive. If I am multicasting it, he will die. So, before I do this, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more fun for your buck on that one. I'm going to make a prediction. Will the Butcher die? Yes or no? I'm going to give you guys and gals one simple little minute to vote on that. One simple little minute to vote on that. Will the Butcher die? Yes or no? Yes, if you think I am multicasting the ability. No, if you think I am not. It's just the zone that is bugging out. Use your channel point to predict. Hit that predict button in your chat window. Do you think the Butcher will die? Which is the same question as, do you think I am actually multicasting the entire ability? Somehow. Cosmo missed the context, but going in all in anyway. Oh, well, fair enough then. Been watching the chat, sound like we exploded some spaghetti into life. Ray, oh, Ray. You remember it was Caliban we were testing? Well, it turns out that the Caliban multicast bug isn't just on the Spectre, it's on Caliban himself, and it also applies in missions. So yeah, that's a thing. Alright then. Votes have been cast. Let's see what happens to him. Still alive. I forgot to strip the armor first. I literally said I was going to do that. Sorry. Let me try that again. Oh, that's inside the zone. Need to wait for the zone to go. God damn it. My bad. Supposed to, there we go. Now the correct test. Still alive. Lost a lot of his health. As much as one would expect, dealing like 3000 damage to a 5000 hit point person. Still alive. So, we are not multicasting. It is just the zone which is bugged. It is just the zone that is bugged. Let's choose the outcome. Will the Butcher die? No. Don't get ahead of yourself, mate. Anyway, okay. I think we've narrowed that down now. I think we've narrowed that right the way down. It's just the one ability. It's just the one zone. And it's somehow been missed, despite the fact that I found... How long ago did I make this... Ooh, balls. What's that button? How long ago did I make this investigation into these things? Let me see here. Specters. August 2022. So this has been in the game for at least a year. And I was so close to discovering it before, but then didn't, because I just broke. Once I put in Pastor on. At this point, Salancy, you're free to go. We've done the testing on the multiplayer aspect there. Likewise, Voshk, thank you both of you for partaking in that, helping me out here. I really do appreciate it. And you enjoy yourselves. I did about this in. So yeah, it's not the entire ability, but it's also not Spectre specific. Stacked okay. This just goes to show how few people use Caliban. This really proves how few people use Caliban. This is where we're hearing of it. I have to check the Caliban page on the wiki real quickly. Did we just go through all of that just to have it listed on the wiki somewhere and everyone just didn't notice because no one uses Caliban? Fusion Strike, bugs. Nope, not listed under the bugs there. Not seeing any notes on the Caliban main page there. Nope. No information listed. Not even on the wiki. This is how few people use Caliban. This is how few people use Caliban. That no one for over a year has been aware that if you don't have a full strip but you're in a group, you have a full strip. I just... oh dear. I mean, DE, there you are. There is your evidence as to just how underutilized Caliban is. That no one has noticed this entire time he's stronger in a group for no reason. Oh, God. Cheers, brother. Cheers. Time to look at the in-game tips to see the exact effect listed there. You know what? Let's do it. I often overlook these because some of them are stupid. Razor Giant heals Caliban over time while damaging enemies. Heal rate is increased per enemy affected and can be increased with ability strength mods. Yeah. At a heal rate of 4, no one cares. Sentient Wrath can be cast while Razor Gyre is active, stunning nearby enemies and increasing their damage taken. Cast Sentient Wrath to hold surviving enemies in place before aiming Fusion Strike's beams at them. Who the hell needs to hold an enemy in place for Fusion Strike's beams? Other than Salancy. Each sentient spawned by lethal progeny that's within 25 meters from Caliban, regenerates his shields at a rate of 25 per second and can be modified with ability strength mods. Yet no shit, that's on the ability card. Sentient Wrath can be cast while Razor Gyre is active, stunning nearby enemies. Oh wait, I've done that one. It resets the counter, doesn't it? Ugh. Sentient spawned by lethal progeny can provide Caliban with overshields. Caliban can teleport to enemies as far as 50 meters away while Razor Gyre is active. And Caliban's passive only applies to allies within the shared affinity range. Use the player list to see who is currently within affinity range. Yeah, it's not listed. It's not listed. Poor Salancy, he deserves it. I know Salancy personally. He's one of very, very few people on this channel who I actually know in real life as well. Because it's that hard to get people into Warframe. Anyway, he deserves it. I'm sure he will get his own back, and his own back is probably just the sheer existence of Saturday, but it's fine. So yeah. Cosmic Archon, cheers. So the game doesn't mention it. The wiki doesn't mention it. Nothing mentions it. Caliban's just broken. Cool, there we are. I was investigating Specters. Caliban, by the way, just broke. It's, yeah. It's something about Gaming Theatre to say, I know there's a hydrate command, but is there a buy can a freaking drink command? Because it seems like he needs one. Yeah, it's !tip. And then you decide how expensive of a drink you wish to provide to me. Bear in mind the taxman will take their cut. That's how you do that one. You even get an amazing animation for it, you know? You get lovely sounds. You can also use bits, you can also use gifted subs. All those do the same thing as well. Actually, no, they don't. They have their different animations and sounds. In fact, is it weird to bring up a past gift sub from a different stream just to show the animation?
Oh my god! Wait, are they here? Kengineer.
Gidlix, thank you. I always love that soundbite. I always love it. Would it be weird if I brought up a past gifted sub animation just because I want to show off the animation because I know it's not going to come up that often? Would that be weird? Might be weird. Maybe not. The bug fixing part of the devs whenever Ken touches Specters. Oh yeah, yeah. Animation's hella worth it. I mean, I could say that someone could make it happen right now by gifting, was it 20 subs? But I understand that's a big ask. That is a big ask. So yeah, I'm just going to play the animation. Let me see if I can find the time that it happened, because I need to actually find it to be able to run it. Because that's just how it works. Let's see. It was a bit of a while ago, wasn't it? Somewhere in here. There it is. Athlea's won 12 days ago now. Let me just make sure everything is in the correct places. That looks right. So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And my feed just broke. Oh, great. Thanks. What? Why is it broken? Why? Why we gotta? Why did it literally exit the program? Can we go back in the program, please? Thank you. There we go. It looks wrong. Oh god, it is wrong. What? It's broken. It's so. I'm gonna have to fix that off stream. I don't remember where the button is to fix that one now. Well, we only get that once then. Yeah, I can't run that again. The whole program for handling alerts has just decided to crash on me. So the alerts will still run, but I can no longer control them. Excellent. That's the curse of Athlia. That is the curse of Athlia right there. Alright then, there we are. I hope you enjoyed the animation when you saw it, because I can't trigger it again now. Anyway, we were testing Specters. We're testing Specters. Let me grab my Spectre information sheet back again. So, where was I through this? So, yeah, we had the Caliban defense strip. It is still bugged. It's bugged in our favor. So long as you have 2 or more people in the squad, Caliban Spectre will full armor strip with a single cast of Fusion Strike. It makes no sense. It just works. No, Predator. Athlia herself is not a curse. Athlia carries a curse. Inflicts it upon us willingly. Infuriax, you're living up to your name by infuriating me with your text speak, not gonna lie. It's a stream. Was in control. Pain. Anyway, moving on from that. Moving on. Other Spectres, I've got Chroma, the note on him, intermittent armor or damage buff, unreliable. Makes sense. Ember, inconsistent fire procs and armor strip. Okay. I mean, the armor strip did get buffed. Yeah, I'm going to put the bug report in about Caliban's armor strip. Because it is a bug. Now I know it, and I brought it up on stream. Like, not reporting it would be exploiting it. That is a problem, so, yeah. Well, you two are just a whole bundle of problems, aren't you? Anyway, Dead Phantom say, I just got here. Are you planning on doing a video on Specters as well? I am looking to do a video on it, yes. I am looking to do a video on it. That is indeed the plan. And in case you're wondering why I've chosen that topic, well, actually, that was requested by a member of the community here, Rainuva, who requested it by also donating $1,000 to the quest to conquer cancer. I mean, firstly, absolutely huge donation, so thank you very much, Ray. Secondly, Ray also said, they'd said to me personally, as well as in the donation, that they weren't putting it towards any of the actual goals, specifically the mainstream. He wasn't looking for the mainstream reward. He just wanted to support the quest to conquer cancer that much, and so threw the rider of, can we look at Specters? And you know what? I think that's absolutely valid. So that's why we're doing it. We're revisiting it. It was a topic from a long time ago. We are revisiting it. Because a long time ago it was cursed, and then D changed a lot of stuff. I know you did, Ray, but, you know. You gave me a very good reason to give it the time of day. I think that's only valid, right, Ray? I think that's only valid. Let's see. So I'm just going through my notepad. You've not got the notepad on your screens there because, quite frankly, you don't need to see this notepad. It is just a mess of notes of a madman like me who dares to test these things. Equinox, massively inconsistent due to form switching, which is grand. Excalibur, slight positive, occasional crowd control. Great. Frost, snow globe is an issue because he puts it in random places. Some crowd control potential. Gara, glass issue, no stat stick, long cooldown. That's a problem. Garuda, some damage enhancement for slash, long cooldown. That's no good. Gauss, some crowd control, question mark. Long cooldown for cold procs, so that's no good. Grendel, gimmicky, uses roller, long cooldown on the good stuff. See, Grendel's been changed since then anyway, so I probably need to reevaluate that. Jaya, uses all abilities, but not very impressively. That's my actual note on Jaya as a Spectre. Uses all abilities, but not very impressively. Alright. Harrow, good crowd control, rare energy source, occasional tank / crit buff. That's useful. Runa is saying, quick question, does the Spectre loadout apply only to build Spectres? And it applies to all Spectres of that type, so Cosmic or Vapor Spectre, once you complete the construction and take it out of the foundry. So if I were to start building a new one right now, then my current Spectre would still be Frost. But once that new one is built, and I take it out of the foundry, all of my Vapor Spectres will now summon the new one. So that's what it is. Probably hold off testing Hydroid until he gets reworked. Yeah, that's a good shout, Cosmo. Good shout. Hydroid was previously noted as crowd control only, varied. I don't actually know what varied means in this context. That's my entire note. Crowd control only, varied. Wow. Hildren, bad shield economy, no modding for shield tank, long cooldown. Well, that's not great. Inoros, weak abilities on unfavourable cooldowns. Ivara, crowd control on modest cooldown, wasted invisibility, odd weapon switch. What the hell does odd weapon switch mean? Well, she ain't got any positives next to her, so evidently Ken of the past just evaluated her as bad. Next week is the update, so we won't have to wait long. Very true, yeah. Very true. Cora, no stat stick, semi-solid crowd control and slash. Okay. That's some positive for Cora. This feels like a two-part video, one for Warframes, two for the others. Was in one for Warframe Specters, then one for... Oh yeah, so you've got Syndicate Specters, and then you got NPC Crew. All three of which should have their own videos. Actually, no, the Syndicate Specters can be covered at the same time, because they are just Specters. They can be covered at the same time, because they can be treated in the same manner. Whereas NPC Crew are very different. They would be their own video. Let's see here. Lavos, self-heals, poor ability options. Well, that's not great. Limbo... Limbo has one word. I just scrolled down to this. Limbo has one word. It just says bad. B-A-A-A-A-D. Bad. Okay. Thanks, Ken of the past. That was really helpful. Now I fully understand why not to use Limbo as a Spectre. God. Anyway, moving on from that. Loki, wasted invisibility, long cooldown on crowd control. Fair enough then. Mag, strange ability timings, gives crowd control and shield generation. Some value. Am I planning on redoing the Sentinel video after the video? You mean the update? And I've considered it. I'm going to wait until Companions have their second rework as well, because there's a part 2 coming with further changes. Then I'll revisit things. Before then, I would just be revisiting them to revisit them yet again, Zom. Mesa, Peacemaker bad, overall poor. Fair enough then. Mirage, some trickiness, often gets stuck on hack consoles. What? What? Why would... Huh? I mean, I trust Ken of the past. If I made that note in particular... then I guess Mirage in testing was getting stuck on hack consoles. God knows what the hell was happening. Because that's the entire note I have. So yeah. Let's see. Nezha, no status protection for the team. Mostly just Chakram and tank. Oh, well, that's no good. Nidus, only major strength buff available. True, yeah. Also able to provide token healing. There we are. A valuable one. Kamakura, joining in, say I was just hoping to find this info, honestly. Well, I'll let you know when we found it. I'm currently going through my notepad of notes on last time I tried testing these things, and my god. It could be Umbrella. That's what I'm guessing. It's just, yeah. Mirage getting stuck on hack consoles is quite something. Nova, abilities require focused building to be useful. Mild crowd control and damage buff. Well, that's actually a good point. Yeah, Nova with default stats is just kind of extremely mid. Extremely mid. Nyx, decent crowd control, modest defense strip, inefficient fourth. I mean, all of that, just what we're thinking of Nyx straight up is correct, so yeah. Modest defense strip, because we can't mod up the strength on it directly. So yeah, that's the thing. With Nyx, actually, can you power donator into it? Let's have a quick gander here. Nyx's psychic bolts have a base of 80%. So with power donation, with 30% bonus to that, that would bring Nyx up to 104%, right? Yeah, because I'm at 130 right now, and it's total strip. So yeah, Nyx with power donation can do full strip. Okay, there we go. Here we go again. Oh, I don't need to test that. I know that works. Okay, I realised as I said that how stupid that sounds now. Fuck, okay. Alright. Alright. God, it's a dash polarity. Ugh. Here we go again. There we are. Right, that's built. Are you sure? Are you pretty sure?
The multitude of
I'm
creatures you have immortalized would
99.9% sure on the basis of nothing else seems to have changed with the Specters so far. And I did test before and power donation did work. But this is Warframe we're talking about. This is Warframe we're talking about. Exo Gokstad Officer, hello. I don't care what your level is, just sit there and be affected. Full armor. Spectre. Please defense strip it. Instant sappage of everything. Excellent. Now, we go back and verify that it's as a result of power donation by taking power donation off. Killing the original one. Spawning a new one. Full armor. Almost a full strip. It's 80%. Not total strip. But with me added on, it becomes a total strip. Because I have it. Because I have the strength for it. But when Nyx then recast it herself, Nyx Spectre, she overrode it. Hey, we stood out. It doesn't copy the looks. I definitely look better. Anyway. We know that works. So, something worked as expected. Celebrate! Come on, be happy, please. This game. Alright, I'm actually adding that to the notes on this one. So, modest defense strip, brackets, full strip with 1 power donation. Still probably has an inefficient 4th. Okay, Oberon has healing, status cleanse, minor crowd control. Useful to have. Octavia, poor use of abilities, bad placement and control. That's probably not changed, so moving on. Proxia, modest support option including energy, needs testing. What do you mean, needs test? What, you gave up? Well, I suppose this far through the alphabet I probably was ready to give up. Let's be real now. Let's be real. Just going to read through the other bits and pieces first before we come back to Protea. Before we come back on that one. Revenant. Goes laser mode most of the time. Good and armor damage, mostly a waste. Well, okay then. Rhino. Works best with more Specters, mostly damage buff. Interesting. Sarin. Occasional buff to anti-corpus. Issue with Molt. Oh, yes, I know the issue with Molt. So, Sarin, when Sarin casts Molt, if Sarin does not then step somewhere else, Sarin is stood inside of Molt and therefore cannot see outside of Molt and becomes blind. So if you put Sarin on hold position, Sarin just will at some point cast Molt and then just be like, what's going on? Where do I look? What do I do? I am so confused. There is just Molt in front of me. I can't see anything else because it is all hidden behind Molt now. Whatever shall I... So yeah. Sevagoth needs further testing. Gloom potential. Okay. Titania, awkward buffs. Fair enough. Trinity, modest energy source and infrequent healing. Okay. Valkyr, infrequent melee buff, mostly bad. Volburn, terrible range and ability usage. Okay. Volt, minor buffing and crowd control, low utility. Wisp, healing, crowd control, buff, laser is semi-capable. Fair enough. Wukong, no. Urayli, no, but in capital letters. Zaku, awkward value, doesn't use abilities helpfully. Understandable. And then Zephyr, ability usage is of limited value. Spawned all tornadoes on one spot and didn't move them with low range. Well, there we are then. Predator, no, it's fine. I know exactly how to handle myself. Thank you for the advice, though. Not really necessary. Alright. So there's Sevagoth that needs more testing, and there is Protea needs more testing, according to my past notes. The others, I seem to be pretty damn solid on what I'm saying about them here. And I trust Past Me. Surely Past Me wasn't lazy at any point. Surely. Surely. If only we could give a sequence of events to his Specters. I mean, there's various things we could ask for them to be better at, quite frankly. There are various things. So we're going to test new releases like Caliban and Citrine. That's a good point, yeah. What's all the frames that came out after Eurali? That's all the ones I need to look over. So, Warframes, comparison, release dates. Tells you something when I've got a bookmark for this. Let's see here. So, I need to be testing Caliban, Citrine, Varunas, Stynax, Jaya. No, wait, I've got... Hang on, wait, yeah, no. Ah, it's not up to you, really. It's up to... It's up to Jaya I have on here. So I need Stynax, Varuna, Citrine, Caliban. That's the ones. Stynax, Varuna, Citrine, and Caliban. Cool. And that's on top of doing Protea and Sevagoth. So let's start with Protea. Let's start with Protea, and yeah, with the ammo changes, Protea could be even more valuable. Very right, Zom. Very right, because if you're using something like the Tsar, they'll just run out of ammo. So Protea can run out of ammo slightly less often. Mostly, kind of, slightly. Partially. Maybe. So, Vapor, Spectre. I'm now at over 200 of these shits. You're very welcome, Ray. Let's start with Protea in this section, Umbrella, you absolute... I'm going to remind you that there is a rule against bad jokes here, Umbrella. There is a rule against bad jokes. Alright. So, Protea Spectre. How do you use your abilities? Are they in a way that is sensible? Let's bring in the Exodoxide Officer. 87 is again fine. Let's see what you get up to when I spawn you. A little bit of a distance away. Alright. Absolutely just lobs the slashing all about it. Fair enough. Anything else you got for us? Yep, also delivers that. Okay, we got 9 procs on. I'm going to guess that means it hit 9 times with that. Oh, and we have got this as well. Yeah, so we're getting 9 shots out of it. There we are. No Spectres aim the Rubico, no. None of them. Okay, so that has run out now. I didn't take note of the duration, but it's going to be default duration. It's more important as to when does it recast things. There we are. Another 9 shot from that, fair enough. Yeah, we can see the armor recovering after those heat procs. Now I have got growing power on here, so it might be getting additional strength. Because it is landing status effects. Yeah, so it's only using the slash orbs. It does seem to semi-frequently deploy the turret, but because it's got base duration, it's only getting 9 shots out of it. Now it's just run out of ammo on a weapon, but it's not casting dispensary, so it doesn't seem to be triggered on that, or it might still be on cooldown. Hard to say one way or the other. I haven't seen it use its 4th ability yet. If I spend some energy, it might trigger it to use a dispensary. No. Okay. Yeah, Spectre rank has no effect on the stats for ability casting. Spectre level changes their hit points and their damage output. That's what it does. If you swap grenades and cast settings, will it use shields? Well, you mean switch from tap cast to hold cast? I would doubt so. I don't think Specters are meant to be affected by your ability settings. We're going invert tap hold abilities. Protea. Inverted. So now when I tap it, yeah, I get the shield ones. Does the Protea Spectre pick up the shield one? Yes. Okay, that's good to know, so it can pick up those. I figured as much, but worth double checking. No, it's still using the slash orbs. And just to verify in case I need a new Protea. Still no. Still no on that. Are drops enabled? Drops are not on this stream at this point in time. Exclamation mark drops for the link for more information on that. You'll see what stream has drops when. The drops on this stream will be on Saturday. So any frames that can be used for gun missions almost exclusively have any use to always work. Augments don't go on them because they're completely unmodded. You cannot mod Specters at all. Nada, zip, nothing. If they never use a whole cast, that means the Runus effect will never have any passive. Yeah, that's the case. I mean, most Specters don't really have a passive because there's a lot of frames of crap passives. So, it's neither here nor there, really. Welcome on in. It's Darianas? Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce that? I'm not sure. All the same. Dari, welcome on in. Let's switch that back to default. Thank you very much. There we are. Put an end to that one. Okay. So the Protea there, I only saw one dispensary out of it, to be quite honest with you. So it's not seeming to be all that reliable when it comes to dispensaries. Which is kind of the main reason anyone would want to have them around. The slash orbs are just not really that impressive with basically no stats behind them. And the turret, as much as she does it frequently, it gets 9 shots in. I mean, we can calculate how much damage that's going to give you. It's got a base damage of 500, and it'll gain plus 100% per, which is going to end up with a triangle number situation. So we go from 1 through to 9. So that is going to be 9 squared plus 9, divide that by 2, multiplied by the damage. That'll give us a total of 22,500 damage from heat directly. Then the heat proc will make that last even longer as well, dealing approximately 3 times that again. Technically it's going to be a bit more, but about 3 times that again. Which would make that about 100,000. Is that right? No, surely that's not right. How much health does an Exo bloody officer at 87 have? Hold on. Exo Gokstad officer, level 87, no steel path bonus. Has 3.8 million effective hit points. Okay, fair enough then. That thing was holding on. Woo! Alright. Yeah, fair enough. I'm saying, yeah, I think, thought we would have been casting more. Guess I've squads of 4 Proteas then.
Hee hee.
Taiku. No, not Taiku. Taiku. Taiku? Tai. Thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel once again there. On to 2 months now with that lovely bronze badge next to your name. Thank you very much for your continued support. I appreciate it. Alright, As unmodded, single turret shooting a single enemy, it does kind of put a turret into perspective, doesn't it? I mean, yeah. If we, let's see, maybe if we have more enemies out here, let's grab some more standard enemies but put them on a seal path. We grab Elite Lancers. Let's grab, let's go 10 of them. Seal path, and a seal path level of 120. So with them spawned, let's bring Protea over here. The Protea Spectre, that is. And see what she does. What do you got for us, love? Gonna do something amazing, I guess? Okay, shots firing, and the turret is splitting up the shots. But look at the amount of damage on that. These are Steel Path Elite Lancers. And as much as it splits up the shots, that was not a small amount of damage. It brought quite a number of them down to half, and it's ready to fire again. That one got 13 procs. What? How did that one get 13 heat procs? But yeah, that's pretty substantial damage for Steel Path. Like, you will struggle to find an ability that strong at base level. Oh, yikes, that one got absolutely obliterated. So yeah, the spreading of the damage there, not so great. So she's going to be better in a corridor where lines of enemies are going to get caught by default. That's strange. After the first hit, they seem to take less damage now. Oh! Protea probably had 100% strength bonus on that one. Is this a rank 1 Spectre? This is the Vapor Spectre. The level has nothing to do with it. His ability damage doesn't go up with level. If it did, we'd be laughing, but it doesn't. Weapon damage does, but not abilities. Dr. Chester, hey, can I ask a quick question? Would you suggest Eclipse or Raw to increase damage to primary on Revenant? I believe I talked to you a while ago about it. You suggested Raw or Rizada's Whisper. I have Eclipse, can't really figure out which will benefit more. Eclipse should usually give you a higher damage bonus if you are looking to get a bonus for your weapons. Raw is for your abilities primarily. Raw also double buffs on status effects and is fully active at all times, whereas Eclipse can be partially, fully, or not active at all, depending on the light levels, and the UI will lie to you about that. So if you want something that's consistent, go Raw. If you want something that may be better, but won't tell you when, go Eclipse. That's the long and short of it, really. Spectre star level affects damage. It affects the level at which they spawn, and therefore affects the damage output of their weapons, yes. The level they spawn at is dependent on the level of the mission, and then the star level increases that. So 1 star, no bonus, 2 star, 3 levels, 3 star, 5 levels, and 4 star, 10 levels. When you consider that you might be going to a mission of level 120, a 3, 5, or 10 level difference is really not that much. It's really not. Enemy levels skill past that within a very small amount of time. So yeah. Elskid say, Hey Chief, got a question about encounter weapons. Just got the Torrid encounter adapter. Nice. When to make the Torrid, do I need to level it before I adapt it? Can I take it fresh and turn it into encounter weapon? Oh yeah, you can merge them straight away. And then level it as the encounter. Go for it. Absolutely, you can level them together. Just put some things out of their misery. We're done with those. So Protea wasn't amazing at killing them, but was getting a lot more damage done than I expected. A lot more than I expected there. So that's good. I don't remember seeing a dispensary though. Was there a dispensary and I just didn't notice? I don't think there was a dispensary, was there? I might have not been paying attention, but I don't remember seeing a dispensary. So yeah. It used it once on the very first Spectre, very early on, and that was about it, which is basically just too unreliable to be of worth note. So that I can note down. Dispensary seemed too uncommon to be of note. Surprising damage from turrets. Best in a corridor. Will the Proteus Spectre cast dispensary more when you spend a lot of energy and ammo? That is a good question. That is a good question. Let's spend a lot of energy. Not on dispensaries. That would be stupid. Now I'm going to get loads of energy. Oh! Oh, interesting. Okay. Now she decides to cast it. Oh. Okay, let's redo our test from earlier then. So I'm going to have her over here. I'm just going to start spamming turrets in the direction where nothing exists. Just to burn up my energy. Check how we're doing so far. I think it was at about this energy level where she did it last time, so... That's my dispensary. Hers is timed out. I've got a lot higher duration, obviously. It would be a... There we go! Well, isn't that lovely? Alright. I'm fully topped up again. And it's still just pumping stuff out, yep. Gonna keep on grabbing those orbs, don't mind me. I'll stand right here and keep on scooping them up. I think that's 4 health orbs now. Okay. So now I'm not going to adjust my energy and see if she just continues to not use it anymore. And then after a while, I'm going to reuse up some energy and see if she then quickly casts it. Just kind of digging into details more for Protea here. Do the guns on Specters at least come modded? No, they don't. All of the damage scaling is done entirely through their level scaling, just like with enemy scaling it seems to be, and they don't aim with the weapons, which is why Rubico is a terrible choice. But yeah, it does seem to be more tied to energy levels, doesn't it? She's just not using it at all right now. I'm going to give it a bit longer to be absolutely certain, and then I'll use up my energy again. Onyx Clip saying, just wondering if it's implemented the way it's shown on DevStream, would Duplex Bond work on Venari since it's a companion? I don't know. Things might be barred from Venari. We'll just have to see. Bear in mind, I've seen a lot of people on places like the forums and Reddit going, oh my god, Duplex Bond, you could have like so many companions. Like it could just keep on cloning and cloning and cloning. It's going to be so powerful. Since when have you been able to just have endless numbers of companions? Like ever. Ever. Even the cloning ability on Equinox, the augment, you get 1 Equinox. If you do it a second time, it just deletes the old one. So, kind of strange that people have been grabbing onto that, like it'd suddenly solve everything for them. Alright, let's spend some ammo and see if Protea uses a dispensary about that. So I saw someone suggested that just now. Oh, yep, we got a dispensary. After all that, I spent some ammo and dispensary pops up. So yeah, it is paying attention to the needs of the player and just holding on to it until something would be necessary. Which also means if you want it to trigger for health or energy rather than ammo, use a battery weapon. Because then you won't have ammo that needs refilling. Ah. Don't Sister Papa Stogs have a mod that clones itself already? They do, yeah, it creates 3 clones specifically, micro clones, but it has no means of stacking. People getting excited about the one shown on the dev stream because like, oh my god, you could get it to trigger multiple times, and that means it's going to give you even more clones, right? Like, why? Why would it do that? Anyway, we'll see what those mods are like when they're actually properly detailed and released, because that's kind of the important bit. You know, being in the game so we can test them to see what happens. Yeah. Let's just get these out of here. We're done, Protea Spectre. You've done your work. You've been very good. Well done. Proud of you. Pat you on the shoulder. There you are. Well done. Just spend a bit of energy. And look at that, pretty much as soon as I pass the halfway mark, bam, fuel. What if battery weapons fall anyway? What? As I thought, what if using your battery weapon causes it to spawn those? Good question. Let's see if I can answer that. Alright, fill up on energy. Gonna give it some time, because there's gonna be a cooldown on that dispensary. Let's give her a moment on that. Casper, we're just testing Specters, seeing which ones are good, which ones are not, and also discovered that Caliban has a ridiculous bug with his fourth ability, but you know, that's a thing. Okay. No. Not getting any reaction so far. Still no reaction so far. Do Specters give your team their passive effects like Caliban with adaptation? I didn't look into Caliban's adaptation. Maybe. Maybe I'd have to look into that. Casper, it was a previewed, not even fully announced, but previewed mod on the dev stream. No details given in the companion dev workshop, so I wouldn't focus on it right now. If you love build crafting, wait until you're out for the actual details. Otherwise, you'll just end up pissing yourself off when it comes out as less than you expect. Wait for the details from DE. Okay, so we're getting nothing so far on the Foreman. Now, if I use the Vasto for a bit, it might be a while before I get through enough ammo to make it trigger, but this just to see if Protea is indeed ready to support me. It just doesn't feel like I need it yet. Just going to check with this again in case time has come off. Nope. And this is the joy of testing. Oh. No, 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 no. I'm not AFK. Alright, not AFK. I'm firing my gun. And there we are. So it's triggered on the Vasto ammo, but wasn't triggering on the Foreman ammo. So it does understand battery weapons correctly. There we are. Right, I can update my notes on Protea then. Dispensary activate. Nope. Dispensary activated based on needs, e.g. low energy, health, or ammo. Doesn't wait until last second. Ignores battery weapons. There we are. Details updated. Thank you very much, Protea Spectre. You are actually quite useful. You are indeed quite useful. Surprisingly good AI. For once, yeah. For once. Anyway. So, that brings me on to the next test then. Sevagoth with potential from Gloom. Let's see what happens there. You wish someone talks to you like Ken talks to Protea Spectre? Oh. Am I testing every single one? I've done a lot of testing previously and ruled out a lot of them as just a waste of time. So I'm going through the ones which have question marks on the notes from them, or just otherwise maybe of more interest to use. So it was Sevagoth next. Am I switching Specters? By building the blueprint again and rushing it for platinum. Literally right here, right now. Oh, let's not give it the Foreman. Let's not give it the Foreman. It will then start killing things more effectively than I intend it to. I want it to still be a bit nerfed. There we go. You wonder if building then cancelling it would work? Well, I can verify that for you. In fact, let's verify without touching it. Let's go into a mission with it building, just on the off chance it's changed.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
Fairly certain this won't work, but let's test it whilst it's building. So I've set Sevagoth building. We get Protea. So that's a no bueno on that. And yes, the simulacrum does cost resources. That did just cost me a Spectre, but it doesn't matter. I've got over 200 of them now. And now, what if I literally cancel the build? There's no way this is going to give us it, but let's cancel the build entirely. If I just go into it, actually, at this point, I should be able to see what Spectre it is. If I open up Vapor Spectre, yeah, it's still got Protea in there. So you do need to complete the build. You do need to complete the build, one way or the other. I've only got 99 blueprints left. No! Anyway, oh, 98 now. Okay, so now it is Sevagoth. So let's see what the Sevagoth Spectre gets up to, shall we?
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without...
Spectres are an ordeal. They really shouldn't have such a long build time, and the plat rush cost on them is just pain. In fact, frankly, they should all be reduced down to 1 minute build times. Absolutely. Or just let us change the loadout without building them. That would be better. Build them, loadout separate. That would be correct way of doing it. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so Vapor Spectre. Sevagoth. That one look shorter? Oh no, it was just the angle. I'm gonna say. Okay, so we got Gloom active, which is nice. Okay, yep, that's a... So it is making good use of its abilities, it's casting them, it's not comboing them, which is a problem because combo is kind of important. When did the Gloom run out? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only keeping it for around about 10 seconds, maybe less. Oh, that's not particularly useful. If we've not got a lot of uptime on Gloom, if he just turns it off again, yeah, it's that's a bit crap. And I'm fairly certain it's never going to use the Shadow. A number of Spectres just skip out on more game-changing abilities, frankly. Hello Zeno, how you doing? You never once used Spectre? Fair do dinos, also welcoming on in. How you doing? Look at that go. Alright, well, that was a thing. Yep. I'm going to chalk up this one as not that great. Because as much as he's casting his first 3 abilities, they're not being used in any meaningful combo or sensible way, so... yeah. Maybe Whisper would be great. Whisper's got some good notes on her. I'm looking at all the ones I haven't got good notes on at the moment, so narrow down other options that may exist. But yeah, what was my notes on Wisp? It was healing, crowd control, and buffing. Laser is also semi-capable, so yeah, she's decent. Unrelated, do you have any tips on dojo building? Nope, I have never done anything to do with it. The previous clan leader built all of the foundation of the dojo, and then ever since we have left it. Did it cast its shadow? And then we've left all the building to Athlia since then. Shadow? Okay! Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. Creating the shadow made the Spectre model break. Well done. So I guess it does create the shadow, and then... might be related to the bug people were having quite some time ago, a few months back now, where when they went into 7th off Shadow, it would actually just basically lock them out of playing the game. Could be related to that. Never mind, it's still playing. Well, I mean, it could still be related, but God knows. If it's also possible to somehow force a weapon Specters use, you can give them a loadout. You can just give them a loadout. You just can't choose the modding. Do they launch random power? I'm not sure what the question is there, sorry. Hello, Racco. How you doing? Moon's haunted. What's the most useful one from so far what you tested? So the top ones are going to be Caliban for the AoE armor strip, which he does reasonably frequently. If you've got 2 people in the squad, it's a total armor strip. It's a whole thing. Nidus can give out healing and a strength buff. Harrow gives out crowd control and an energy buff, as well as tank and crit buffs from time to time. We've got Wisp. Wisp gives healing, crowd control, buffing, and the laser is actually kind of not terrible in her hands. It's less useful than we would want, but it's good enough for a Spectre. So those ones are all looking good so far. The ones I've yet to test, we've got Stynax, Varuna, Citrine, Kalervo. First, I make my notes on Sevagoth. Abilities not used in a sensible fashion. Gloom disabled after a few seconds. Yeah. Can the enemy see the invisible Spectre? No idea. Honestly, don't really want to dive into that one. It's bugness. Right then, let's see. So, Styanax. What about a Grendel? I need to retest Grendel actually, because these editors really work. Styanax. Let's make you happen. Use Zephyr Specs is nothing but a meme? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's turn this one into Styanax and spend another 20 platinum. I spend the platinum, so you don't have to, chat. You can thank me by subscribing. Alright, let's dive on in, shall we? Let's see what Styanax gets up to.
Where would the sanctuary
Hopefully something.
Without you?
That would be nice. Hopefully something. Are we testing Specters today? No, I just put it in the title of the stream to confuse everyone. Yeah, there's absolutely no Specters here. Right then. Let's Vapor Spectre. Okay, Tharos Strike. Do I test the multiplayer bug on that one? Rally point, 50 on it, so it's using base stats, 30-second duration. That is all base stats, isn't it? Yeah, 50 shield per kill, 30-second duration. Also giving us energy then. Alright, that's got some power to it. And that confirms it is a 50% Tharos Strike. If he knew how to aim, if I gave him a weapon that was not a sniper, that would be death. This is still painful. Okay, new rally points. He's using that frequently. Could be anywhere up to like 50% uptime on that. Yeah, Spectres don't zoom with snipers, so they have terrible accuracy. They're also aiming at the feet of them, which makes it even worse. Bro, you okay? Alright. Okay, rally points run out. He's just using a new ability here. Oh, he's aiming at the feet. If he aimed slightly higher up, he could have done so much damage, but the aiming with at the feet. Oh. Because he aimed at the nearest one at its feet, so it just... That's so little application. Ah, that's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. Apologies for making you repeat yourself. Trying to understand what you were doing. You're making Specters of frames, see how they use their abilities. So does Wukong make a clone of himself? He does not know. I'm testing Specters to see how useful they are, to see which ones you want to use. And also, don't give them these guns. I'm giving them these ones just so they don't obliterate everything with the testing. Another one they probably won't, but point is, I want to test abilities. So you managed to get 15 of the slash box on that, and that is hurting. Yep, that one's dead. That one's also going to die due to being out of bounds. Yep, there it goes. Die due to being out of bounds. Welp! AoE guns may be mandatory. Just things that it can hit when you're aiming at the feet of them, which is basically going to be AoEs, yeah. Alright, rally point has once again run out. Another Tharos strike. Another Axios Javelin. And we got another absolute demolition with that ability. So yeah, Stylax has a place. Has a place. Shield restoration, some slight bit of crowd control from time to time, a little bit of armor stripping from time to time, damage output. It's not huge, but it has a place. It's kind of an all-rounder. Don't use augments, correct. Yeah, no augments on these ones. There we go. Just started watching. Have you tested out Revenant and does he make thralls? Revenant is terrible. Basically just laser discos most of the time. Doesn't really do a lot with it. So yeah. Revenant is pretty bad. Tenet Archer is the perfect gun for Spectre. You know what? Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. There is the ammo issue. They can burn through the ammo. How much ammo do you get on the Archoplasmor? Tenet Archoplasmor. Ammo max 40. That's not a lot. They can burn through that pretty quickly. Yeah. These Specters could be good. Yep, Trinity, modest energy source, and infrequent healing. Infrequent is the word I've used there, so don't rely on it. It's a thing. The healing from Wisp is going to be more reliable because once she's put it down, it's there. If you're in a stationary mission, you just get it for a very long time. Natural will be okay if they do full charges, but they don't. They have no reason to. They can fire straight away, so they fire straight away, is my understanding. Does a Wukong Spectre cast a Wukong? No. No, but my notes on Wukong are just no. And that's because basically what Wukong does is fuck all. It's terrible. It really is. A Wukong Spectre is basically just a guy holding a gun. It's really bad. Alright then, so Styanax uses all 4 abilities. Aims at the feet. So what's last stand is potentially less effective. I'm going to test the multiplayer bug. Can I have a volunteer from the audience, please? Looking for a volunteer from the audience. Just one person will do. Anyone will do just fine. Send me a message in game if you'd like to join into the simulacrum and just sit and look pretty. You don't need to do anything. You just need to exist whilst I do a little bit more science. Just looking for one person from the audience, please. If you're happy, send me a message in game. The engineer, I'll bring on in. We're going to see if this one does the same thing. Right, Caliban. Come on in. Nyx is okay as a Spectre, just merely okay. And then only if you're using power donation to give her a total defense strip, otherwise just nah. Alright then, we've got Caliban. You sit and look pretty. Let's make sure you don't got anything stupid on. I've got corrosive projection, but it won't matter because we're looking to see if this does a double effect or not. So, 1 corrosive projection, not the end of the world. Gonna head on over here and see what the Lancers have to do. Okay, please don't kill the wall with that. You can see the damage output on that is pretty nice. Okay, there we go. He used that. Did not total armor strip them. Did not. So that shows it really is just a Caliban thing. Caliban, thank you very much. You've done your job now. Let's dip out of here. Use Octavia for Spectre. Well, Octavia's pretty bad as a Spectre. But fair enough. You use what you want to use. I can't stop you. Even if I could, I wouldn't care. Right then. Thank you very much, Caliban, for your assistance. Let's see. So, next then, Varuna. Cost once more, Baby Shark. Ah, yeah, that's clearly it. That is clearly it. Can you use stims from the dojo to buff Specters? You know, do I really want to look into stims? Really? You're gonna put that on my plate as well, Moon? With all these Specters, you want me to then look into stims? Those headphones looking comfortable? Oh, good news, Ibrat. Your vision is not as good as these headphones. They're actually quite nice. Haven't tested Brook yet? Yes, Brook is bad. For Specters, I should clarify. Before the Brook mains start just shitting themselves. As a Spectre. As a Spectre, Brook is bad. What is a stim? A pretty much useless item you don't need to worry about. Basically. Alright. I brought Varuna, didn't make the Varuna Spectre because I was too busy telling people obvious things. Shit. Okie dokie then. So, Spectre, build it. Yep. Bap. Bap. And rush it for another 20 platinum. About to dip below 6,000. Oh dear.
The multitude of creatures.
We'll go to more use stims for antitoxins. The antitoxins used against the Plague Star, right? Yeah. Would a Titania Spectre go Pixie mode? Honestly, no idea. Let me see. No, it's Titania. Awkward buffs. Possibly not then. Can you summon Spectres while Encore Crew or Carl are activated? Yes. It's 10 Spectres. You can only have one of, regardless of the types you have access to. All the others are independent. Alright then, Varuna. Let's see what you do. Swipe at me, apparently. Okay, so we get a use of the 2. Temporary status application is a thing. We got an activation of the 3. Activation of the 1. Instant waste on gun. Amazing. Use of the 2. So there's a bit of a cooldown on it, but not terrible. I love how it used to be that she applies 10 of... Oh, hello. Absolutely no chill on the use of the 4 there. Just chop, 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 chop. Okay. Wonder if Loki Disarm will be any good as a Spectre? I rarely use it. It's not consistent enough. But yeah, I love how they made it where Varuna applies 10 of each status proc, and then they made it where loads of status procs don't actually go up to 10 anymore. It's a thing. Okay, reactivating the 3. Obviously, if you gave them a proper weapon, it would be more impressive. Reactivation of the 1, and then an instant fail. Yep. Cool. I think I've got a good idea as to the rotation here and just how this Spectre is operating. I want to see if it's going to use the 4 again anytime soon. Just want to quickly check that. There we go, that's lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Still not amazing, and frankly, the amount of support that's providing overall, it's not really a lot, is it? Can I forcibly spread its status when it... What is that? Yes, okay, so we can spread its status for it. Tiny range, though. Tiny. What is the base range on that? Spread radius... Oh, yeah, base 7 meters. That's pathetic. Alright, well, that's a shame. That is a shame. Someone asked you about Nyx. Let me just check the notes here. Nyx. Should use mind control, but it's occasional. Yeah. Right, I've seen enough here. I've seen enough of the Varuna one. It's not really good. No. Just no. Okay. Sometimes useful for priming. Honestly, I wouldn't say useful for priming, because priming, you need it on all the enemies you're dealing with. Otherwise, you're not built for priming. You build expecting the priming to be there, which is why we use it as a status primer in the first place. If you're building for it and she's not doing it most of the time, then you're just going to be bad at your role. So yeah, she's not good for status priming. Not good for that. Okay, so Varuna uses all abilities, wastes the invis. Tiny spread on the 2 makes it poor. Overall low effectiveness. Unsensible use of 4. There we are. Have we tested Limbo? My notes on Limbo are... I've got a lot of these notes from a previous test a year ago, and Limbo's note is just bad. So, yeah. Limbo no bueno. According to the wiki on Limbo, Limbo's one just casts Banish, but doesn't actually send them into the Rift, only knocks them down, doesn't cast any other abilities. Which probably explains why my notes are just bad. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's do Citrine. Hello, Crystal Gal. What you got for us? What have you got for us? About to put myself over the 250 mark with these. Yay! And put myself under the 6k platinum. Yay! D, you owe me. Pass down it. Hobbit Rollo. First of all, welcome on in. Is it 1,000 days? Let me see. Hold on. There it is.
We've P-Clim 1,000 days, D.
Why did the bot censor the middle of past? Come on! Come on! That is so excessive. Hobbit, thank you very much for resubscribing on 33 months. How dare you put ass onto this fucking channel? Oh dear. Thank you very much for your support though, dude. Really appreciate it.
The multitude of creatures you have
For anyone else wondering, no, you will
defense.
never be the most subscribed person on this channel because Hobbit is going to hold that #1 spot forever. Yeah. Just forever. Twitch doesn't like donkeys? Correct. Yeah. Insomniac, they probably did Limbo Spectre that way because otherwise Limbo Spectre would ruin everyone's day, which is probably worse. Alright, okay. ICO. Think of another word for donkey. Yeah, Merlin, yeah. Alright, so we get a cast of that. Don't know about the extra orbs drops because it didn't last very long there. We got damage reduction, 40% base and dropping very quickly. Ooh, that's not a lot. Prismatic Totem. so we can get the benefit of that, which does trigger from allies. So yep, I can trigger it, and she can trigger it. That's good. I'm going to switch over to a different frame real quickly here. Let me take off my companion for this particular test, and then... Oh, not upgrade. No! No. And then grab Garuda. And yeah, I am getting the passive from Citrine as well. Damn it. Okay, we still got the health orb out of it. Good. Let's see, come on, more abilities. So that is another use of the one. Using the opportunity to try and get some orbs out of it. Is it just Citrine that can kill the orbs out of the one? Or is it anyone? Let me just check that real quickly here. Citrine. Checking the wiki. Yeah, gives 50% health orb, 20% energy orb. Just as a matter of fact. Yeah, it should be fine then. It's not lasting very long, and she is spending a lot of time not using other abilities. In case anyone's wondering why I value NPC crews so much more, just a quick little hi. And these are Steel Path. Thank you. Didn't use her fourth. Very correct. Yeah, she didn't seem to use her fourth there at all. Never mind. Oh wait, no, that's a third. It was behind the guy. Yeah, we're getting 1, 2, and 3, but we're not getting the 4. Oh! So her 2 is buffed up by assists, of course. So if she gets involved in any way, which this will get involved quite a bit, then her 2 will go do more, but it still has a fixed duration which runs out pretty quickly. That's a problem. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Limit there. Okay. Let me note these down for Citrine. Uses 1 to 3 only, no fourth. Passive applies, but otherwise limited assistance. Basic orb generator. That's the notes I can give her. She's not really that amazing, to be quite honest. Which brings us to Caliban. Oh, before I go, just want to test something. Excuse me. If I have 100% strength, and I've got 2 Specters here with me, doesn't fully armor strip. No, so the Spectre and NPC crew do not count for it. Okay. Thanks you. Thanks y'all. Appreciate it. Except for Snake. Right. Let's see then. So it was Clevo next. Clevo. Let's give you a quick little treatment. Please, for the love of God, have abilities. The most recent Warframe added to the game often doesn't come with abilities on its Spectre. Let's see if D remembered for Caliban. It would be nice if they did that straight away. Hydrate? Sure. Cheers, Albert. You get the last little tea out of the engineer mug.
You are a true hunter.
All
Where
are
would the
wrapped up there.
sanctuary be without you?
Alright then, so Caliban Spectre is produced and ready to go. Might want to pair him with some other melee than a glaive. Doesn't matter, I want to see what he uses his abilities for. That's the important bit. Use of weaponry, not as important. It's all in the abilities. Alright then, so Caliban. Meet Caliban. Might look cool. Okay, we got Collective Curse, which I can't use, only he can. Oh! I was wondering what was happening there. He used his one. He's charging up the glaive? No, he was teleporting. It's got a good duration on it here. Now, are you going to use your two? Oh, he's used his one, teleported just to the side. It's kind of weird. Respects his combo game? Not sure. Alright, he's used his ability there. Oh, God. I can't tell if he's got Overguard or not. I don't know if he can gain Overguard. But that could also be used to heal him. That's the thing. Yeah, I know about glaives with Caliban's one. I'm wanting to see more about the abilities right now. Come on, use your 4. That's your 3. Or is it the 2? That was his 1 again. Yep, that's the daggers again. Oh yeah, a 3 is the link, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. I think it gets worse the more you watch them. Don't focus on the aim. I'm giving them weapons where they're not good at aiming intentionally, so that I can see more of their abilities. Okay, that was just bad. Where was that even aimed? It looked like it was towards her, but it really wasn't. Oh, there we are. He tried again. Never mind, it's all good. Come on then, mate. Come on. Fuck him up. Okay, I really should try him with a different melee. See what value we can get out of him. I'm gonna make a change because we need to see the value he can get from his melee. What's gonna be the best heavy attack melee that a Spectre will use? We're gonna want something heavy on the slash. Stropher is completely not that. Tenet is an entire category of weapons. We're doing great here. Why do I ask you people? Why the Dark Sword? Tenet Livia? Let's see. If I just quickly Tenet and Olivia, is that one got a forced slash on heavy attack? I cannot actually remember. Not what I wanted. Two-handed Decanas. Category 200 Decanas. Heavy attack. Does have 4 slash. Alright, cool. Yeah, it could be worthwhile then. Someone said the Azatani. We've got the Azatani, which has a heavy attack of... Here we are, 1020, whereas the Tenet Livia, 1188. Not much in it. Tenet Livia, crit multiplier 2.2, Azatani 3 times. Oh wow, that's in favour. Yeah, Azatani's going to be the one then. Because we don't get the benefit of the progenitor damage. Ceramic Dagger Incarnon? It's a question about the Incarnons, if we actually get any Incarnon value out of it. Also, do I have the Ceramic Dagger set up? I don't! Whoops, need to do that. I'll have to come back to that one. I still need to sort out the Ceramic Dagger. So let's go with the Azatani. Kind of fitting. It's from Deviri, so is Calevo. Let's go with that one. And in terms of shooty, well, obviously it's going to be the Full Wind Prime. Because I like the Full Wind Prime. And for secondary, give him a little bit of an extra something. Let's go for... So they won't use Incarnate modes because they can't evolve weapons. Yeah, nothing particularly stands out to me as the ideal option. So I'm just going to give him the item and call it a day. That's all I care about, really. Why doesn't drop timer progress? Because there are no drops on this channel at this point, Moist George. If you were looking for drops, you are in the wrong place. You may have been misadvised by Twitch. Otherwise, I don't know why you think there are drops here, to be quite honest with you. There will be drops here on Saturday, however. But that's not
the
today.
Multitude of creatures you have immortalized.
What's my favourite Warframe to use? Oh, that's... Oh, I haven't done a bloody Spectre. Favourite Warframe to use is Lavos. Need to do the Spectre. Now, I've not gone for the Epitaph because of the chance of it knocking around Caliban himself. Because he doesn't have Prime Sure-Footed. That's all good then, Moist George. That's all good. That's the correct answer. Alright, let's upgrade your weaponry here, Clevo, and see what you do then. Sheave? Nah. Oh, I need to actually claim that. 20 plat, thrown down the drain again. It's for science. It's for science.
You are a true
What's my favourite Prime weapon to use? Prime weapon? Probably Glaive Prime. Yeah. Hello, Ray. If a Spectre can stagger itself, wouldn't that also be a nice check to see if it gets Overguard? It didn't have any indication of getting Overguard, so I'm going to guess that it doesn't. I could go back and build an Epitaph into it, but I don't want it right now. Any more Brain Mush? We've been making progress on various bits and pieces. Nothing too ridiculous so far, thankfully. Do I have the got for Prime? Yes, I do. Alright, so he's got Collective Curse up, and is now shooting things which are not collectively cursed. Azathani getting in there and doing no slash. Oh, there's a slash. Here's one else. Ah, that's neat. He's still attacking anyone other than the cursed enemies. Amazing. How did he get the God for Prime? I was at Tenocon. He sponsored me to be there. Well, he can shoot with the Latum, and misses with the Azathani heavy attack. I am impressed. That's a bit better. There we go. That did some work. Okay, once in a blue moon, actually manages to connect things together. How is there ain't that bad? Slopes get in the way of shooting at feet. Yeah, he's aiming at the feet of that one mostly and just not really working. My guy, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna write off Caliban Spectre. Level 1 Spectre thing, yeah, the damage is gonna be lower as well. But mostly it's the aim we're looking at. Aim and abilities, and neither of that is very impressive right now. Neither of those things very impressive. Okay, so that was a very good collective curse. It's very good. If he uses one... Really? That's all we're going to get out of this? A little bit of slash on one guy? That's actually insulting. He could have got so much out of that, and this is what we get. Does Specters 3 combine with your Caliban 3? Good question. Let's see if he manages to catch some of them, but not all of them. And then I'll see if I can combine them. Doesn't AI accuracy scale with levels? I've not noticed a difference in Spectre accuracy, no. Nope, just hit himself with his 3 there. And he's going to do it again for fun. Okay, I'm going to need to spawn some new enemies to be able to do the test. With regards to his chain. Did I get Gara Prime from Telecon? I did, yes. Alright, just going to wait for him to link a few enemies and then see if I can link different ones into the same chain. Unlikely to work, but I just want to see, to be honest. Okay, that was a nice slash. Imagine if you had them linked, mate. Come on. No. Link them. Collective curse. I don't think I have enough badges to control this Spectre. No. Still refusing. Come on! Just curse them! It's already bad enough you're not using your 4. You can at least use your 3 at some point. I know I already answered your question. Come on. This keeps going on long enough, we'll just keep on getting silly questions from people in chat. I don't want that. How did you shoot up there? I saw that. How? It's the foeman. Alright, so no, you can't link together collective curses because Caliban just suddenly decides to no longer cast it. It's just like this, mate. That's all you have to do. That's all you had to do. Fucking Christ. Anyway. So that was the thing, wasn't it? Spectre's can apparently see things we can't. He's protecting you from ghosts. Yeah, he's doing a very good job of that, isn't he? What master rank? Bro, are you chat GPT in message form, like Twitch chat form? Your messages so far have all been today. Your first was, what is your favourite Warframe to use? Then it was, What is your favourite Warframe to use? What is your favourite Prime weapon to use? Do you have the God for Prime? How did you get the God for Prime? Did you get the Gara Prime from Telecon? Did you get the Gara Prime from Telecon? Did you get the Gara Prime from Telecon? Do you have Gara Prime? Oh, sorry, what master rank are you? Or did you forget that I can see your message history through moderator tools? Bro, what the hell? I'm calling you right the way out there, mate. Come on. At least learn something about the community before just becoming 20 questions. This ain't an interview. Alright then. Oh, well, I now have to ban you and report you. There is an age restriction on Twitch. You shouldn't be here. This is an 18 rated game in my country as well. Please close the channel and go somewhere else. You are not supposed to be here. Right then. Forced me to bring out the Switch TOS. God damn. Nah, don't worry, Cosmo. You missed nothing. Caliban, on the other hand, missed almost everything. So, yeah, let's make a note of that. Uses 1 to 3. Doesn't specifically target linked enemies. Is overall stupid. Doesn't appear to gain overguard. Cool. Alright then, so that's gone through basically all of it. Chat, we can move on. We can move on. It's not worth it. That's gone through pretty much all of it here. So the main standout ones seem to be Caliban's got the defense strip. If you've got 2 or more people in the squad, it's a total defense strip straight away. Only Caliban gets this weird benefit thing, but also normal Caliban gets it, not just Specters. Frost isn't really something we want to care about. Ember and Excalibur have some inconsistent assistances. Harrow seems to be good. Let's see here. Nidus is the only one that can give you a proper strength buff, so that's good. Protea seems to be damn good. Let's see here. Rhino has been inconsistent before in previous testing. Quite frankly, I don't want to go through that right now. Wisp is actually pretty good all around. Let's look at the others again. So Steinax was... yeah. He got some damage done, but that's really about it. If you're spawning Spectre in to use their damaging ability, you're not spawning it incorrectly. Yeah, Grendel. I still need to test Grendel. Thank you. You're very right. Grendel! Alright then. Come on, fat boy. Let's do it. What we got going on here? Vapor Spectre, please. Let me just check something. Oh, Ray. 4 Spectre. That's how you can get your cadence. Spooky, scary 4 Spectre. Send shivers down your spine. There you go. I had the guts to forget the Grendel needed revisiting, that's all.
Where would the sanctuary be without...
How do you get that sweet HUD ornament on your dropship? What, the infinity looking symbol at the front? So that is from representing the focus school. So if you look here, the focus schools, that symbol you're seeing there is the Madurai symbol. And once you've maxed out Madurai, or any focus school that is, you'll be able to represent, spending a hefty amount of focus. Alright, wow, okay, we still have Grendel here. And it is the Sumdalis. 1 million focus after you've maxed out a focus school, and you can put that on the front of your dropship. And that's that. I did build a Grendel Spectre, didn't I? Alright, now this Grendel Spectre is going to be able to still use the better weapons, so we'll see what happens. Go! Well, hang on. Did it just give me the... No, my gut is empty, but it's showing on my UI. My gut is empty. I can't use it. But it's showing for me. But he's giving a nourish buff. That's cool. That's actually really cool. And he is armor stripping. God, he is damn aggressive with that. Grendel. My dude. He's got no shits given. He's going after it. Oh, you can't reach that one. You're going to have to come over this way. Grendel? My guy. Is he okay? Oh god, he's gone real fast now. is so stupid. I love it. It's just gonna keep bullying this one guy. Oh, you got your toy stuck on the roof. So he ate it. He got his toy stuck on the roof, so he ate it. I love this. It's not effective, but it is hilarious. Roller Xmas Prime, yep. He's not stopping. He's gonna keep rolling forever, apparently. He's just gonna keep going. I need more enemies. It is total armor stripping. It's not a particularly great area of effect. I need more of these. More elite lancers. All of them. How far will the boy go? Granda, my dude. Teleport over. Still only 3 enemies picked up. Okay. I am so glad we came back to check this guy. Okay, bounce. That would have done some amount of armor strip. But not a lot, apparently. Welcome in, Greedy. No, I've not got any enemies swallowed. It's showing on my UI, but I actually haven't got any swallowed. So that's a UI bug. Can I still swallow properly? Yes, I can still swallow properly, it seems. I think. Wait, no. Can I swallow anyone now? Okay, well that's bugged. No, I've got 5 damage hits in me. My UI is now broken. My Grendel Spectre has completely broken my UI. But yeah, it's a very wild Spectre. Now he's gone into meatball mode. He's probably going to stick to meatball mode. Look at him go. He's just having the time of his. Oh my god! Just full send that one. So yeah, oh wow, how did that happen? He just levitated upwards. Grendel's not happy about it either. Oh, look at him! It's all sad now. Oh. Oh, there we are. Right, job done. Nicely done, mate. And a new nourish. Come on, come on, you can get up the ramp. Come on, come on, you can do it. Oh dear, I don't think he can do it. He's not sprinting. He doesn't realize he needs to sprint. He doesn't understand. Come here, boy. Come on. Over here. That's it. Good Grendel. See the... Oh. Too long without an enemy in his gut. He got staggered. And he's got a gut guy in there. Oh, the ramps are absolutely meatball accessible. See? Perfectly fine. He just was like this. And like, can't you can just roll. It's perfectly meatball accessible. Colonel Spectre's biggest killer, stairs. Yeah, for the Spectre. For us, we could just kind of go, yoink. Look at this. Look at the mobility of this. Anyone who thinks that Grendel is not mobile has not been using him. Grendel is mobile as fuck these days. You can wall jump as the ball. You can't wall latch. But like, that is one heck of a cannonball. So yeah, it's fine. Grendel is not a good Spectre, but he is a funny as fuck one. And he does cast Nourish, which does have some value. It's default Nourish, but it's still Nourish. And he's such a bully. Oh, that one's probably going to time out. Yep, that one timed out. Out of bounds. Not allowed to be there. I don't know why they're not allowed to be here, but they're not allowed to be here. If they stand there, they die. Nom. The only person who can keep up with Gauss, Grendel going downhill. I mean, they were best friends for a reason. I think we've seen enough here. I think we have seen enough on this one. No, we haven't. Up next, Warframe Golf, but it's your Grendel Spectre you have to guide to hit enemies to the finish line. There's no way that would end well. No way. Oh dear. You know, actually, I forgot, comparing my Grendel to this one, I forgot that mine is not Grendel Prime. I'll be quite honest with you. Like, in my head, when he spawned, I was like, oh yeah, that's normal Grendel, because of course he's not going to be the Prime. No, yes, he should have been, if this was Grendel Prime, but this isn't Grendel Prime. Completely threw myself off there. Yeah. Anyway. This is so stupid. This is so absolutely stupid. Right then, so Grendel. So previously notes on Grendel were gimmicky, uses roller, long cooldown on good stuff. Well now it is gimmicky, uses roller a lot, bullies enemies to death. Funny as fuck, but limited practical application. Does use Nourish. It's not reliable Nourish, it's not always on Nourish, which you kind of need it to be always on for the viral, otherwise you have to mod for viral yourself. So, unreliable Nourish isn't good enough. But he can still do stuff. Chopping through these guys. No armor and viral procs being added on, yep. Oh, and we're back to the meatball. We're back to the meatball. This is so stupid. Okay, cool. Grendel Spectre got the zoomies? Yeah, just a bit. Grendel Spectre is basically a golden retriever. Eats anything you put in front of it. Loves sprinting around, bumping into stuff. Doesn't have a care in the world. And will occasionally leave you treats in all the wrong places you have to pick up. Grendel Spectre Golden Retriever. There we are. 4-man squad of Grendels, each with a Grendel Spectre, 8-man bowling alley. Oh, good god. Only Grendel didn't sound so disgusting to play. I mean, that's part of the charm. Who doesn't want to go ooh all the time? They're just slowly digesting inside me. Yeah. Death. So, yeah, I think that concludes the research into at least the Tenno Spectres. I think that concludes the research into the ones that need to matter in any way, shape or form, because the ultra specifics don't matter all that much. It mostly comes down to who could actually do something useful. Citrine's a bit limited, quite frankly. Not good enough for me to consider. I'd go Wisp is providing healing rather consistently. Also crowd control. Also fire rate buff. Attack speed buff. Has the laser. Has breach surge. Like, Whisper's got a lot going on. She's great. Trinity can be a source of energy and infrequent healing. Not amazing. Just of note. Protea is a good support frame. Also has some damage output. Nidus is the only source of strength and a little bit of healing. Harrow, crowd control, energy output, occasional tank and crit bonuses, so that's nice to have. Caliban, total armor strip if you're in a group of 2 or more. Otherwise, 50% armor strip, which is ridiculous, but we take it. Also, that is a Caliban general bug. Just Caliban in general has that bug. So yeah, that's wonderful. I think that concludes it, really. I think it's about time we do a platinum giveaway. I see a couple of people just grab themselves a ticket. If you haven't yet grabbed yourself a ticket, you've got just a moment. Exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win a little bit of that. Why have I never used that rhyme before? Well, there we go then. There we go. Hello, Satella. You know Eurali's Spectre will be useless? Yeah, Eurali's Spectre is just useless. Eurali's abilities are limited enough as it is. The Spectre, if I recall correctly, doesn't even use the key drive. At which point, why are you even on Eurali? Yeah. How was the stream? The stream went well. We lost our minds. Sanity was completely ruined. We discovered a brand new bug. The bug has been in the game for over a year. We almost discovered it previously, but ended up scratching our heads too much to actually notice the bug. So, yeah. Counterpoint, you can take your early Spectre on dates. No, you cannot. She will kill you. She is a Warframe. Just saying. Because either you'll have loot on you, which she can kill you and take, or you're probably a very bad day for having nothing on you. Warframe will take your keys for the fun of it. Alright then. Let's close up the giveaways there. I think everyone who's going to grab a ticket has grabbed a ticket. If you haven't already grabbed a ticket, well, tough. I've given you the entire stream to do it. Okay, we're at 99 tickets. Can one more person grab a ticket? There's got to be someone sat on their ass going, oh, do I have to type something? That's so much effort. Can't I just be given free stuff without doing anything? Like, no, you have to type ticket. There we go. Now we got 100. I'll close it. Cool. Now we've finally got 100 people in. So, the winner today of the Platinum giveaway, out of that exactly 100 entries, is indeed Asama2. Asama, ASAMA_2. Congratulations, you are the winner today of the Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you shortly here on Twitch to get a hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that Platinum sent on over to you, Asama. Congratulations on that. Now, for everyone else, whilst there's been one giveaway today, there's none on Friday because we don't do them on Fridays. Friday is not Warframe. On Saturday, there's going to be a lot. There is going to be a lot of giveaways on Saturday. So let me just bring up my list of things here. You guys have earned from the donations to Quest to Conquer Cancer, !QTCC, by the way, if you want to join in on supporting us. But so far from those donations, we're looking at 20 100 Platinum giveaways, 5 250 Platinum giveaways, 3 500 Platinum giveaways, 2 Fabled Warrior Pack giveaways, 2 Grendel Prime Access giveaways. This is on top of the fact that it's going to be a radio-only stream where you guys get to determine where 7 normal form are placed on gear of your choice, as a group that is. 4 Umbral Formers of mine are going to be forced into frames, and another one into a melee of your choice, and there'll be a brand new emote on Saturday. Yes, with this plat you could rush a lot of Specters. When is that? This Saturday. It starts at 2:30 PM UK time, so that is 1:30 PM UTC. The actual drops, and therefore the giveaways, start half an hour later. I didn't mention the best part? Yes, and the other detail on this is that I'll be streaming the whole thing in a maid outfit and cat ears. Yeah, that's so that's a thing. Yeah. You guys have donated that much, $2,500 for that. ICO, you've got that wrong. It's not 2:30 UTC, it's 2:30 UK. UTC is an hour behind UK because we're in British summertime. So it's 1:30 UTC. We're currently in UTC +1. Also known as GMT +1, because GMT doesn't move, just the UK does. Go figure. Yeah, I know. Time zones are a pain in the ass. Time zones are an absolute pain in the ass. Ray, nothing to be sorry about. Nothing to be sorry about. Ray, you should feel great because you've contributed more than anyone else on this channel, and it's possible you may have contributed more than almost anyone else in the entirety of the campaign. I don't think any individual has you beat out, or if they have, I haven't seen it. Quite frankly. Ray, you're an absolute legend. You really are. And it's specifically because you did that knowing it was going to push us towards something that you didn't even want. I want to make this clear to everyone here. The single biggest donor on this channel, $1,000, was Ray, and Ray specifically said he wasn't doing it for the maid outfit. He knew it was getting us right the way there. That wasn't what he wanted. He actually expressed dismay against the idea when it originally came up. And you know what? He still donated anyway because he had the means and saw it's the right thing to do. If we had a world full of Raynovas, we'd be living in paradise. That right there, that is lawful good. You will see it far more rarely than people would like to believe. So, Raynova, you legend. You legend. So yes, now on that note, with all the giveaways which are happening on Saturday, many of which brought about by Ray, many of which brought about by others in this community. There are so many of you that have been so generous to it so far, and we're not done yet. Those goals can just keep on going. If you guys wanted to take that support even further, put this channel at #1 of the support in the entire team, go right ahead. But with those giveaways, those will not be done by tickets. The chat bot will be basically just drawing the names at random from everyone who is in the chat on the day, which means you will need to pay attention. You will need to be present at those times in order to win those giveaways. You will not get a inbox message about it. You will not get a prompt little reminders from me over and over. If you're not there to win it, you're not there to win it. You walk away from the channel, you missed it. It's gone. Simply because there's going to be that many giveaways, and I hope that many people on that day. So yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to that. Right, I think that is about all that we've got time for today, which means it's about time we raid on over to another part of the Warframe community. So I have to switch screens around here. 1 second. There we go. Screens are switched. Let's see who's streaming the Warframe category that we can raid today. I don't know why I broke into song, but hey, we'll do it anyway. I completely lost my mind with these Specters. Oh, hello. Someone I do not recognize the name of, but it says that they are streaming with a special guest. I don't know if that special guest is on at the moment. Let me have a quick look, though. Let's have a quick ganders over here, shall we? Oh, I've got an advert. Thanks, Twitch. There we are. Well, sounded a bit odd, but we're going to raid there anyway. Is it Toe? It is Toe. I have never been to this person before now, so I have absolutely no idea what we're about to experience. So, I apologise in advance, and I welcome you to what we're about to find out. I have no idea. We're just going to go over there. Guess with Danny? Yes, D Danny. So, we're heading on over to It's Just Toe, part of QTCC as well, on the quest to raise money to help fight cancer. And if that's not a good cause, I don't know what is, quite frankly. So we're going to raid on over there. Thank you everyone for joining in today. It's been wonderful. I will see you in the next one on Friday for the variety stream, as voted for over on Discord. Until then, have a very, very good one. Catch you around.